vanilla classic. Yo, that sounds fantastic. No boosting, no swiping, no paper, no plastic, no multi-box cringe. I don't care about show input, broadcast, hard pass. You lames are all trash. I want that slow ass 1X like some slow ass bomb sex. Just 1 year to progress, then GG and go next. I want beans from the start, so you can get your song flower and your heart park and spark charts. And pretty please, Mr. Blizz, put the faction balance in. I want 50-50 servers, I'm sure you can handle it. I want quick and snappy phases, I want justice for my mages. Servers without layers and the bots annihilated, yeah. I want that hot shit, fresh out the box shit, like a lockpick. I want that lights hope, Chronos like Nas hit. This is not it, Cataclysm does not fit, yeah. Let's take it back to the basics, regain some patience, cause the class's flavors be hitting different with limitations. Had a conversation, went to death wing from no changes. Shit is so outrageous, they trying to turn us to retail players. I want Diamond released after some weeks. I want ZG a bit closer to phase 3. Respect fees, you can cap it at 20G. I want all this shit and more, and no token in the store. Yo, they took the ranking system and fucked it up on error. I care a lot about this game, and the static brackets are terrible, comparable to classic light. This ain't Dragonflight. They say history repeats, so let's not let it happen twice. Young Ghost.
All right. Mic check 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me? Mic check 1 2 3. Let's get going here. There we go. And there it is. We're live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a good start to your Monday. I streamed a little last night, but we're gonna keep it going. I'm feeling the vibes. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Let me see what we got in here so far. Let's see who we got. We got Paul. How we doing, Totson? How we doing? First time in the chat. How you doing, bro? CNX. We got Shaq in the house. Blemate. James Q Odex. Dr. Carrux. Let's see everybody. Let me check in with YouTube. Let me see. We got Firefox, Grant, Garrett, BMNJ in the house, McFarbo. That's what's up. Welcome, guys. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna keep it going. Playing an OnlyFangs. Level 11 on a fresh hunter. Let's get our bearings here. Let me know if the sound is scuffed or if anything needs to be improved. But we're gonna get going. So we just got the Orgrimmar, we just trained, and we have the ability to feed our pet now. We should go get some meat for the pet, and then there's a little bit left in Durtar we gotta do, and then we go to Crossroads. Oh man, already we got a Twitch Prime. Starboard. Dude, thank you very much. 20 months of support. You'll love to see that one right there. Thanks very much, Starboard. How you doing today, brother? Yo, anybody playing on this server? Anybody watching? Not even necessarily an OnlyFangs. How have these hardcore realms been, guys? Like overall, have they been a success, you guys think? Or is it pretty much OnlyFangs is the only thing going on, and if it's not OnlyFangs, it's pretty dead? You know, I have so many questions. Also, Season of Discovery. That's still going, right? That's still a thing. Are people still playing that? Regular era. I'm level 17. Died too many times. I see. Okay, I think the meat vendor and Org, I should know this after playing this game so much, but I think it's kind of a lower level here. Yeah, Chop House. The Chop House. It's hot as a thing, but the hype is dead. 2 days in a row, blessed. Yo, good to see you, Europe Edge.
What are you looking for? What can I help you with?
Yeah. can't wait till we get out into the Barrens. We'll be vibing.
Fight well.
Okay, so we're doing all right. We have 11 silver, which is not bad. What's on my mind right now is we need to buy the recurve bow, which is like 17 silver. So we need to save for that. Let's look out here. We still have a lot to do outside of war. Securing the lines, Crom's amulet. But I do kind of just want to get into Barrens. You know what I mean? So let's do a little bit and then we go to Barrens. How's your camper van rental business? It's pretty solid, man. I mean, I just have 3 units and they're rented out most of the time. During the winter months, it's pretty dead. Nobody wants to rent them. But I have a pretty good system going right now where I just keep them over at an RV park, and there's a dude who like lives there full time and like provides security and for all of it. So he just handles all the pickup and drop off. The annoying thing is any kind of business related to cars is kind of a pain in the ass because the cars are always breaking. There's always stuff going wrong, and it's if when you factor in all the repairs of vehicles, like it's not that profitable, honestly. Like, you go smooth for a little bit and then you have to replace something, and but yeah, that's why with my my coffee business, like I have a mobile coffee shop, right? And I had a couple different ways I could go with it. Like I was thinking about getting like an actual food truck, but I had learned from my like pool, cause I have a pool business as well, like a pool cleaning business. I learned from that business and also from my camper van, like RV rental business, that just dealing with motors and dealing with vehicles is just a pain in the dick. Like it's really like really annoying. So I ended up going for like a coffee trailer as opposed to like a vehicle, which I think is the move, honestly, because yeah, you don't have to deal with an engine. Alright, we got the growl on your pet. Very nice. Voice is quiet? Oh, okay, voice sounds low. Okay. Let me turn it up. Thanks for that feedback. I'm gonna go gain. How about now? Any better? Too loud? I'll try to like scoot in a little bit too. Yeah, what's up, Mouch? Good to see you, man. Yo, young clip. Let me just take a deep breath. Soak it in. Soak it in. Who knows how many more playthroughs of this game we're gonna have. But let's take our time today, guys. Let's enjoy, talk about life, talk about WoW, talk about Classic. It's been a long journey. Been playing this game for way too long. And just try to enjoy ourselves, man. Just chill out, have a good time. Oh man, my pet is toast. I bet. Yeah, he's toast. I just ordered chicken pineapple pizza. Watching you from the pizza place. Chicken pineapple pizza. Thoughts on chicken pineapple pizza? I don't even want to believe that's a real thing, honestly. I like pineapple pizza, man. Pineapple pizza is good. I like the sweet and savory, but I've never heard of it with chicken. I feel like it's always with ham. You know? I'm open-minded. I'd be down to try a slice, but I don't... It doesn't sound good right out of the bread. Right off the bat. What's up, Unjopal? What are your thoughts on freedom of will? Can you explain what you mean by that? Life, eh? How do you feel knowing you are responsible for all of this? HC is the best thing that happened to WoW, in my opinion. It is crazy. It's trippy. I know, and you know, that like it wasn't just me, but some of us were we really did start all this, and it was like a butterfly effect, and it turned into this crazy thing. But it doesn't really matter who starts it at the same time, you know? Like, yeah, we started it, but have we played the most important role in like hardcore and like where it is today? Probably not, but it's very trippy to me that, like, the butterfly effect of things. That one small decision you make here, one small thing you do here can just explode. Like, it's wild to think about, man. Like, I mean, I remember everything, right? We talked about it before. I remember being in the drive-thru at Starbucks when I lived in the Bay.
Much love to you and your fam.
Talking with Brandung and designing the hardcore logo and just going back and forth. Like, we spent like hours just going back and forth in it, because I'm like very picky when it comes to art assets and all that, and we're like just building this brand up, and like, you know, just every stage of it, like creating the add-on, getting the first developers that were down to just donate their time, because like we know we didn't really have any money to build the add-on at first. Like, we had some, but yo, Avisu, good to see you, bro. That's a familiar face. 54 months of support, bro. Thank you so much, man. 54 month streak as well. He just never canceled. That is wild, bro. I appreciate it, man. Through the good times and the bad times, 54 months, I'm almost positive, is like the entirety of my entire like streaming career, so to speak. So I appreciate it, bro. How's everything with you, man? How's everything going with you? Alright, so we are in Skull Rock. And yes, we have played this game 9 million times, but we're in Skull Rock, so we need to be careful. We do have the skull, which is nice, and we do have some glues, which is nice, but do we even need to be in here? No, we don't even have the quest from KARGOZ, my evil brother. So let's get out of here for a second. Yo, should we do RFC? Should we do RFC? Is it worth? I don't even know if I'm allowed to do RFC. Are you allowed to play with non-OnlyFangs people? My raptor is delicate, dude. My god. Yeah, the thing about this place, as you guys know, is the Void Walkers. It's just one of those wonky things about Classic. The Void Walkers hit ridiculously hard in this cave for no reason. They're like super overtuned. You can play with everybody? Okay, cool. I should be paying you a percentage of the HC resubs for being the benefactor. That's nice of you to say, dude. It's nice of you to say. I mean, when we look back on things, did Blizzard give credit where credit was due? Not just to me, I'm saying, but with the hardcore community, with all of us who like played a role in it. I feel like they did. They tipped their hat to the community. They acknowledged it, that it was a community effort to start. So they did something, but do I think they could have done more? To just celebrate the legacy of how it all started and stuff. Done some cool thing, like, I don't know, like just tracing the story of it. It doesn't have to be like a financial thing. It could just be like a, you know, like a piece on how it all started, right? Like telling the story of how it all happened. And I think they could have done more, but maybe that's just being greedy, you know. Because I feel like to a little bit, I feel a little bit, it's sort of like, oh yeah, thanks for the good idea, here we go, and then it's all gone. Thank you. Yes, sir, just brought baby boy number 2 into the world on November 18th. 2 kids under 2 years old, pray for me. Yeah, I feel you. So you have 1 girl, 1 boy, Visu? Or 2 boys? Oh no, baby boy number 2, okay. Yeah, 2 boys. Got it. Yeah. Let me check in with YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Chicken is really good with pineapple. I honestly think you played the most important parts. You started it, you organized it, and paid for the prize pool of the HC Cups. You made it big. I appreciate it, Finn. Yeah, dude. We talked about it a bit yesterday, but if I played my cards right and didn't fumble the bag, there was a world where like we benefited massively from hardcore servers. We were right there at the tip of the spear, and like we streamed the whole thing, and like had a lot of projects and stuff, and it was, you know, that could have definitely happened. You know, we were really well positioned working with Blizzard on the servers, every aspect of it, like under NDA with a lot of stuff, and like just ACAS was going really good. But at the same time, I don't know, like WoW is an interesting one when it comes to being like a creator with WoW, because yeah, you can keep streaming WoW probably indefinitely. There's always going to be people, like X number of people that would be down to watch you, but there's just such a glass ceiling with it. Like I don't know, I'm kind of glad that I got out of it to an extent too, because you kind of just need to also just keep it going with life, man. You need to get, like, you know, real businesses and projects going outside of it. Like, it's really easy to just get sucked in and just kind of piss away a lot of years. Like, it's enjoyable in a way. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you're like a big deal in this like tiny sliver of a world, like, you know, this extremely small niche. You're somebody cool, man. Good for you. But, you know, like I said yesterday, when I left the content creation space and like got back into this normal world and just getting back into the gym, you know, picking up the pieces, like just remembering who I was before all this shit, I felt behind. I felt like I just deleted a few years of my life. But maybe that was the wrong perspective or mentality on it. But I couldn't help but feel that way in a certain way. So I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about things now. Like, I think this is the best strat. Like, just being able to play casually, stream casually, but still have, you know, businesses and projects and doing physical stuff. Because the thing is too, when you're playing WoW, you don't really touch grass. And at least I find it hard to touch grass. I feel like I'm kind of an extremist. When I'm playing WoW and I'm creating and I'm doing stuff like this, that's my world. You know, I'm at my computer, like the days just fly by. You know what I mean? And when I'm on the opposite wavelength and I'm, let's say, just playing a lot of pickleball or on like a big gym arc or something, right? Like, you actually can pack a lot into a day. The days still go by super fast, but I don't know, like, I don't know if any of that makes any sense really, but basically when you're playing WoW, it's like you're in the Matrix. And the time goes by super fast and you kind of lose concept of reality. You lose a little bit of your like spatial awareness, like yeah. So to tie it all back to your question, kind of glad I got out as well, all things considered. But you still have some people who there are people who make it work, like Zaryu, for example. I feel like he does a pretty good job. His whole thing is about like balance, and like, you know, he's able to do his dailies and get his workouts in and be a well-adjusted human being, but still play a lot of WoW and be like a full-time creator and all that. So, is your Paladin Guide video with less store still available? I think so. What made you get into being an entrepreneur? Do you get into entrepreneurship, guys? For my entrepreneur friends out there, like, it's not even a sexy term to me anymore, man. Like, you're basically just like doomed. Like, you have it or you don't have it. Like, you're like born with it. Like, it's literally all you can do. It's like all you're capable of doing. Like, I don't even know if I like being an entrepreneur. I mean, I do, but at the same time, like, it's kind of a curse. Like, it's just it is what it is. Like, I do. Grass is always greener, maybe, but just the stable paycheck, having a good job, benefits, having a steady career with upward mobility, and being able to do that route and be like traditionally successful in that way, get good grades, go to school, get a master's, get a doctorate, whatever. Shit sounds pretty nice, man. Because it's a hamster wheel, dude. Like, when you're doing an entrepreneur grind, like, you have no work-life balance. Like, you constantly have like a baseline level of anxiety because you just like it's all performance based. It's all on you. Like, So do you really choose to get into entrepreneurship? Maybe for some people, if they have like just giga generational wealth and they just, you know, they just got it like that, then maybe they can just like choose to do it. But it's all I've ever been able to do, man. To just to hustle and work for myself and try to, you know, I was not a good student. I was never a good student. Barely got through college. And you know, tried a couple times to get out and do normal-ish kind of jobs, like, and it just doesn't work for me. But when you have those highs and something does work, you know, and you do catch the rare occasional W, it does feel amazing, you know, like you, after years of working on something, you finally get like a little liquidity event or something. Like, it is like the best feeling ever. But I don't know, what's your opinion, guys, from your perspective? Like, a lot of you guys are very successful in your careers or also entrepreneurs. Like, what's the better path, knowing what you know about life right now? Is it to be an entrepreneur, or is it to actually have like a stable, steady job where you can spend a lot of time with your family and have good work-life balance, and you clock out at 5, you get home by 5:30, and you can just completely not think about work, spend time with your kids, have, you know, super stable benefits and just stability, you know what I mean? Or is it to roll the dice and try to create something of your own and do all that? And, you know, I just think that there's a lot, there's like a big, I would totally get it. You know, like, I guess let me ask you, would you rather be a doctor right now? Would you rather be an anesthesiologist working in like a hospital and you're through your residency and you're just a doctor? Or would you rather be the CEO of a tech startup that just raised a couple $1,000,000 and now you're chasing that A round? What would you rather be? Honestly, bro, I think I'd rather be the doctor. You just be the doctor, you know, you do your work, you come back, you just play some pickleball after me. I think it's because a lot of my friends now are more of that type of, they went that route with it. You know, they worked hard, they earned it, they got their credentials, whatever. And I see what their lives are like, so that might be skewing it a bit, but grass is always greener. I'm on the traditional path, great FANG, corporate job, benefits, stocks, all that, but sometimes it's draining. I'd rather have my own business, but I say that not really knowing. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that though, you know, because it's good to get the other side, like how people who have that, how they feel about it, right? Maybe for people who are working like a normal job, maybe it's like the Office. You remember the movie Office Space? Maybe it's like that for them. Yeah, they get paid a decent wage, got benefits and all this, but they're like a hollow husk of a human being when they go to work and all that. But honestly, dude, if your job is that chill and brain dead and you have your benefits and you're going in, like, just get your work done fast and then work on passion projects at work. You know what I mean? Get your shit done, do a good job, and I feel like that's what I would be doing if I was. But that's why, like, my path is sealed. Like, there's no way. I just have to build my own stuff, like, because that's where my brain goes. Like, I can't just be like a good employee and great reward often requires great risk. Rarely does it not. The constant threat of great risk isn't worth it to many. 100%. When I look back on things, I used to drink the entrepreneur, like, Silicon Valley type Kool-Aid really hard. And if you asked me when I was in my early 20s, what's the best strat in life? What do you do in life? I would have said, you just start your business as early as possible. It's the fastest way for you to learn and make mistakes, and just, you know, just go for it. Just full send, do it as early as possible, and you're going to grow the most as a human being, blah, 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 blah. But when I think back on it, I actually think the best strat is to get a full-time job in the corporate world and then work that job while you're doing your startup. Work that job with the stable paycheck, so you're not like on some kind of like burn runway, you know, where you only have X number of months before you have to turn the lights off, right? Like, get that job, have that in the back pocket, and then, yes, do your startup, do your company at the same time. And then as your company grows and starts cash flowing and getting into like a good position, then you can maybe pull the trigger. But that, you know what I mean? It's just a different, that's what I feel the best strat is. Doctor with the goal of saving enough money to live off the interest. If you can do the 9 to 5 but get passive income, real estate, play stocks, etc., that's the ticket. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Totally. I mean, that's the thing, like, yeah, I don't know. The grass is always greener, right? The grass is always greener. But I do really like the feeling of kind of freedom in a way of being an entrepreneur and having your own business, because if you want to do something, you just go do it and you don't necessarily have to clear it with that many people, and you just full send, like, do it, right? And like me personally, it's tough. Like, I guess if I ask you, would you guys rather live on a lower wage but be your own boss? Or, but you have to look at the actual X's and O's of it, right? For me, generally speaking, though, I do think that is true. I would rather actually live on a lower wage but be able to define my own destiny and feel like what I'm doing, every step I take, every stone I throw, everything that I lift, everything I do, all my efforts are building towards some equity in something, you know, as opposed to feeling like you're just putting equity in somebody else's pocket. Yeah. Good boss is a make or break for me. You're trading your time for money. I prefer my time, and I'm not trading too much of it away for money. Yeah. There is no better path. People are too different to have one solution. Dude, leaving and coming back repeatedly is traumatizing more than my dad leaving. That's just the nature of the beast with WoW, dude. WoW is a cyclical. The hype for it is cyclical. If you just stay constantly hype about WoW, it's like you might have something wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, you're like faking it to a certain extent. I could be wrong on this, but that's just how it is. I mean, I love this game with all my heart. Like, it's my favorite game by far. Played the hell out of it. But even for me, like, you just have to step away from it sometimes. It goes in cycles. And I've been in positions where I was like a full-time creator where you're playing the game, but you're not really feeling it that much. Like, you're playing it and it's still fun, but it's like a chore kind of. But when it's hot, it's hot. Like, when you're actually enjoying the game and the sights and the sounds are really hitting right, you gotta like enjoy that, right? Like, embrace it, like soak it all in, because it's not gonna stay like that. It's there for a bit and then you'll get bored or something. So this time around, I'm just gonna really try to like take it all in, take my time, enjoy it. I think this time around too, coming back to streaming just in whatever capacity, I'm gonna try to not talk with anybody. I'm gonna try to be a little bit of a loner this time around, which is not usually my nature. I'm not really gonna try to, like, you know, collab or anything too much. I feel like that's like the beginning of the end for me, in a way, as weird as that sounds. Like, I do pretty good like when I'm just solo, in a way. If I'm talking to people all the time in Discord and stuff, like, I end up streaming less because I just want to jump in Discord and talk with people and all that. When I just like mind my own business and I'm just with you guys and I just press go live and talk to you guys and I'm not really talking to anyone else, other creators or whatever, I feel like I can hang in there longer. Kind of working for myself. I hate my boss experience XP. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out today. If you guys have any questions about anything at all, yeah, I'm gonna try to keep you company for a couple hours. Talk about life, talk about classic, talk about anything really. Relationships, sports, WoW, classic, dad life, fitness, coffee. Love talking about coffee these days. I started a coffee roastery recently. Some of you guys might know. So it's called Side Out Coffee. Here's the I made like a tribute to Vanilla WoW. I took one of our light roast blends and I reskinned it to make it like WoW themed. So it's like, you know, based off the cactus apples and Duratar. It's really like a, you know, a delicious roast profile though. Like I drink it every day. It's my favorite. So if you guys are interested in that. Ooh, hunting bow. Ooh, I wish I could take it. I can't. It's guild found though, right? That's a nice guy. He's trying to give me a hunting bow. What a nice guy. I just got a little mocha pot and started making espresso. It's terrible, LMAO. I don't like coffee, but I'm sure it's healthier than the energy drinks. A maca pot? And you're making espresso in a maca pot? I don't think you can make espresso in a maca pot. Mocha pot, whatever they call it. But you can make strong coffee in it, and it's that classic Italian style. If you don't know what a maca pot is, it's like they're like little silver tea kettle things, and you pack the bottom with coffee grounds, and then you pour water in it and you boil it. It's like the traditional way of making coffee for Italians, and it's like they do it in a special way. So like they make it and then they add sugar. I think they just add sugar and like whip it into like the espresso or the coffee until it's like kind of, it looks creamy, and they drink it kind of like it's an espresso. But yeah, it's good. Cargos, why are you not in the WoW section? Also, I love seeing you live. Hopefully we can see you more often. Quick question. If I buy your Cactus Special coffee beans, what machine can I buy to make the coffee? Can you recommend an affordable one? Oh, thank you, bro. Oh, wow. I'm not in the WoW section? Oh, thanks, man. Okay, I'm in the WoW section now. Yo, thanks a lot. I don't know why. I actually don't know why I'm not in the WoW section. That's so weird. Yes. So, if you buy the Cactus Apple Surprise and you want an affordable coffee setup, a few things come to mind. If you're looking for a home espresso machine and you're just getting started, there actually is a dirt cheap one on Amazon. And it was my first espresso machine when I was just getting into it. It's a Casa Brews. It's 150 bucks, which in the world of coffee gadgets and gizmos is literally nothing. And it works super good, man. Like, there is good pressure, good bars of pressure. It is just highly functional workhorse of a coffee machine. It's so easy to like overcomplicate the machines and stuff in the world of espresso, where they make everything too custom. The portafilter is like some funky, weird ergonomic shape, like weird ass millimeter on the portafilter, so none of the accessories work. Like, this Casa Brews espresso machine is $150. It is a 51 millimeter portafilter, super standard portafilter. You can get tons of accessories for it. You can dive head first into the world of espresso and probably be all in, probably like 200 bucks, and you're in there, baby. Like, you can start doing everything, like get a little WDT tool and tamper, distributor, all this type of stuff. And that's what I would recommend. So that's one option, cheap, and it'll work. It'll last for a while. Like, I'm telling you, it's really good. Like, yeah, it's made of plastics, and yeah, it's not like that Breville or some kind of like, Marzocco, Linea, Lamborghini, beautiful like chrome and all those type of quality of like machinery and stuff. But it's a really good ass machine, and it's cheap. So that's the first thing that comes to mind. Even cheaper than that though, if you don't want to make espresso, you could just go to Home Goods or like Marshalls or TJ Maxx or something and go buy like a maca pot or a French press, super cheap, or AeroPress if you're just trying to make like non-espresso. You get something like that. But the other thing that I've gotten turned on to recently as well, and I'm thinking it's going to kind of be one of the niches of my company, is I want to be like almost specialists in understanding like the mobile coffee can. How do you make good coffee and espresso when you're not at home? Because this is probably a small percentage of people, but there's probably a few of you watching this right now that know the vibe. If you're really into coffee and you're used to drinking specialty grade coffee and having your nice setup that everything is dialed in perfectly, your grinder, just, you know, and you're used to just making delicious coffee at your house, you get addicted to that. Like, legitimately addicted to it. When you're on the road, when you're traveling, you're like a crackhead. Like, you're looking for a good cup of coffee, and you drink a lot of coffee. I drink, how many cups of coffee do you guys drink? Like, I honestly drink like maybe like 5 or 6 cups of coffee per day. Like, it could be lattes, it could just be like a long black or something, right? Like, and it actually makes financial sense to bring a little portable espresso setup with you on the road. And it's not just for yourself, it could be for the wife, it could be for friends or whatever. So there's a couple different kind of mobile setups you can go. They have these manual espresso machines where it's like a lever action and you pull it and you can control the pressure and the extraction yourself. So they have one called the Neo Flare, $100 and you can make good ass espresso. But you need to have like some way to heat the water, and you just pour the boiling water in there. But the real cool thing is they have portable espresso machines that have a heating element. They're battery operated. You charge them via USB-C, and you can bring them with you. They'll fit in a backpack. So all you bring with you is a grinder. You can do a little hand grinder or just something to plug in. And then this little mini espresso machine. And you're able to make on the go, you know, pretty good espresso. Nice little layer of crema, good pressure. But like, you can only make a couple shots with it until it's out of battery, like maybe like 3. So, but you can get those cheap as well. You can probably get a whole setup for $200, $300 all in with everything. You can buy them on Amazon. The one I have is a Maestri House. Anyway, I have bought whole bean coffee from Happy Mug for years. I'm excited to try your brands. Yeah, do it, man. Do it. I'm positive you'll like it, bro. That Cactus Apple Surprise is a delicious coffee. You grind that up in the morning, the smell is just intoxicating. Cargos, I picked up a Casa Brews after you mentioning it on Gray's. Been enjoying it. That's what I'm saying, bro. I say it. I really I make that recommendation to you from experience. I've put hundreds, maybe thousands of shots through that Casa Brews for $150. It is such a good machine. It is a workhorse, man. You know, and like my mom and dad, they have an espresso machine, right? And they have like another brand, like a DeLonghi or something, right? It's another kind of like Amazon grade espresso machine, and it was way more expensive. Like, they probably spent like $800 on it or something, you know. And I go to their house and I look at it, and just everything is like too weird. Like, everything is like custom to their brand. Nothing is just basic looking. You know, you can make a machine like kind of overly complex, like too many features, and it ends up just being like worse. You know, the simplicity is sometimes really nice. So with that machine, it's just a couple buttons, everything works properly, normal portafilter. Like, anyway. Yo, Cargos, you've probably been asked, but do you ship to the UK? I'm a massive coffee advocate and would love to try the coffee, man. I've actually, since I started streaming again, I got a few people reach out and say like, yo, I'd love to try the coffee if you could ship. I'll ask my I'm gonna ask my manufacturer that does all the packaging and stuff like that, and they do the fulfillment for me. They're out in Oregon. I'm gonna ask them if they can do like what the options are for international shipping. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it, bro, because coffee is a non-hazardous food item. Like, so I do think it's possible we could ship to other countries and it would be able to get through customs and stuff like that. So yeah, let me look into it, man. Where's the roastery? It's in Bend, Oregon, which I don't know how close that is to Portland, but I know the Pacific Northwesterners, people in Seattle and stuff, they're all about the coffee. They're like very hipster. Like, they love supporting food trucks and specialty coffee and all that like bougie hipster stuff. They love it. So that's where my like bigger commercial roasting facility is. And then I have a home roasting facility. I have a little warehouse here and a big drum roaster for like more local stuff, farmers markets. Yeah. Yo, what's up, close to the beach? Good to see you. Oh, we got another prime.
Talking earlier today about that 3-man ZF you did with Grays and Baba. Amazing content. WB.
Dude, thank you very much, Al. I appreciate it, bro. Thanks very much for the support. For real, guys. For real. Whatever you need from me, guys, to get through the day, whatever you want to talk about. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but we can talk about whatever, man. I want to try to entertain you guys and keep you company and help you get through your day, so, you know. What's the relation between coffee and pickleball? That's a good question. So it's a couple things. I would go to these pickleball tournaments, right? And I would go to these pickleball parks. So there are all these new, you know, where you guys live. If you live in the U.S., I don't think it's that popular yet in Europe and other countries, but they're building pickleball courts and parks all over the place. They're converting tennis courts over to pickleball stuff, and the sport is like booming, right? There's over 40 million players just in the U.S. And that market is like underserved. Like they don't really have, you know, food and water and concessions and stuff near a lot of these courts, so that's one aspect of it. And I would go to all these tournaments, and they didn't really have like pop-up coffee shops or anything like that. They had like tons of energy drink partners, and they'd be giving away energy drinks like crazy for free. But like I said, you kind of crave good coffee, so that's part of it as well. But yeah, it's like being able to create an endemic brand to pickleball that speaks that language, that knows about the culture. And is deeply rooted, you know, and founded by like active tournament players that are actually going around and just living that lifestyle, playing a ton of pickleball, networking, meeting people, and just, yeah, you know, that's part of it. And then I'm partnering with a nonprofit called Pickleball Cares. They're a 501c nonprofit, and they do like youth clinics, give away paddles, and I'm gonna give a percentage of profits to them. And you know, I can write a lot of it off from a tax perspective, but you're also doing some good, and it kind of justifies the, you know, the idea of the concept, the brand, right? So people who play pickleball and they're buying the coffee, they're like reinvesting back into the community in a way, like helping to provide and fund youth clinics and new courts and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it's all part of it. It's just that pickleball world is exploding. And it's still early enough where you can create brands and stuff. 40 million. The US population is only 350 million. Yeah, that's what they say. So over 40 million people playing pickleball in the US. Bend is the good part of Oregon. Avoid Portland at all costs. Let me get caught up with everything. Thanks again for that prime. Hey KARGOZ, sorry to bother you. I think I have a great ideas for an OnlyFang event. Trying to get eyes on this idea. Yeah, DM me, bro. Or you can put it in the Twitch chat. Yo, what's up, Les? How we doing? 2 days in a row. Sheesh. What's up, Wave? Tiberius. That's another name I definitely recognize. Good to see you, Tiberius, dude. Thank you very much for that prime. How you doing, man? A KARGOZ stream, no shot. What's up, Exos? So do you bring the mobile cafe to tournaments you were playing in as well? I haven't yet, where I brought it to a tournament that I'm playing in. I want to be able to do that eventually, but I'm going to need to bring staff with me because I'll be playing for some of the days, right? And I'll need to have like, you know, people who can go barista mode and do that. But I have catered a bunch of pickleball tournaments already, and this year that's the plan. Like I have a whole runway of different events I'm going to be doing this year. But yeah, bringing the mobile cafe to events, doing catering, and the cool thing. Anyway, I doubt any of you even like play pickleball, but one thing I want to do is I want to have like roll-out pickleball courts. They're called pickle roll, and they're like these little squares you can set up. And if you do catering and you do cater events, you can bring out these little squares and set up pickleball courts wherever, and then be able to provide coffee and waffles. So anyway, do you even pickleball, bro? Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, so we finished this quest. About to ding 12 right now. I think we just go to the Barrens, right? Let's just go. I don't know if I want to bother with Crom's medallion and all that. Let's just go to the Barrens. I will get that copper. KARGOZ, are you still in peak physical shape with your weight and diet? You were in insane shape last year. Not really, dude. I'm honestly completely washed. Like, I'm still good enough shape to play pickleball and do tournaments and stuff like that, but I know when you got it, and you know when you don't got it. Like, I don't got it right now. I've just my diet has been straight like bubble waffles and like coffee and sweet stuff. Just because it's mainly just starting this business, right, and having to like do all the testing for the waffles and the coffee, and just like when you're in startup grind mode, you just kind of eat whatever's in front of you. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of like an extremist. I have to go all in and like commit to it and like be all about the fitness in order to do it. But hopefully I don't look too washed right now. I'm still like probably 188 was the last time I checked the scale. When you guys saw me last, I was probably 178. But you know, I'm over 6 foot, and I still feel all right. It's just I'm no longer feeling like a Giga Chad. Why is pickleball even called pickleball? Good question. I don't know.
Hey, how you doing?
I lost 25 pounds a couple months ago, then gained 13 pounds back over the holidays. It's all a cycle. Yeah.
Time is money,
That too,
friend.
yeah, the holidays and stuff.
Have a good one.
Thing is, okay, for you guys, when do you feel more motivated to work out? When it's warm and hot out, or when it's cold? Like when you're going into the winter season, some people that motivates them. They like it. Like they like getting on the big hoodie and, you know, the cold fresh air, and it makes them motivated. They want to run, they want to do stuff, and they feel, you know, the heat kind of exhausts them or whatever. So I think some people do feel that way. But for me, I'm the opposite. Like, I live in Northern California. I live like in the Sacramento metro area. And I do love it here. It's fun. I have a good community and all this, but to me the weather is pretty trash. It's pretty trash, the weather here. There is a long wet season. You miss so many training days. And yes, it's California. A lot of you guys who are from Europe or whatever, you might be thinking, oh, you know, it's all palm trees and it's sunny. It's kind of like Pacific Northwest weather here. Yeah, it rains a ton. It's cold. I'm an hour away from snow in Lake Tahoe. The weather here for like 4 months of the year is straight trash. And like, I don't feel motivated. Like, it's hard for me to stay motivated. Like, I have to really fight for it to want to even go to the gym and stay in a decent physical condition, because it's cold and wet, and you can't play pickleball, and you can't wear tank tops, and you can't wear booty shorts, and you can't, you know, you're all bundled up. Like it all just leads to, it's just not good. NorCal winters are mild, bro. You exaggerating? Yeah, I mean, I am exaggerating. You're right. You're right. But it's also kind of true though, because yeah, like it's not as bad as like an East Coast winter, but in some ways it's worse though, man. Because I went to the East Coast recently for the holidays, right? And yeah, it's cold and wet there, and people know that, so they have like indoor training facilities and stuff. Like there's pickleball courts, there's like more pickleball courts indoor. You know, in Northern California where I'm at, we really have no indoor spots. And I don't know. I definitely
What's beyond your mind?
at this point in my life, I greatly prefer hot weather. I greatly prefer it. Greatly. Bundled in Cali, it's 55 degrees out. Dude, it gets to 30s, man. It gets to 30s. Like overnight. You know? I wake up in the morning, I go out to my truck or whatever, and there's frost and stuff. I live in Sweden. We don't even see the sun for 6 months straight here. People have vitamin D deficiency. You know, chewable Prozac with the tier 1 sub, man. I appreciate that very much. The tier 1s mean a lot. That's huge, dude. Good to see you, bro. 6 months of support too is a lot, man. Good to see you, Mr. Prozac. It gets to 30s at 4 a.m. It depends which part of Cali. SoCal is like never below 45. Yeah, SoCal, better weather than Northern California. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a place called Palm Springs, but if I had to choose idyllic weather, it's probably there. And rain too. That's the thing. It's not just cold. It's rain. You guys, do you guys like the rain? There have been times in my life where I was just more, you know, more introverted, playing a ton of WoW, staying indoors, and you like the rain. It's therapeutic. It's nice, like the nice sound of it, all that. You know, so it doesn't bother you at all. You know, you're inside, you're all cozy. But if you're a very like outdoorsy type of person and you constantly want to get out there and get after the day and do stuff, could be whatever, the rain is just a bummer, man. Palm Springs gets brutal hot in the summer though. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's okay. But let me see what you guys said. Do you guys like working out in cold or hot? Warm, loose, and limber. Also from Florida. Warm, hot. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we're on the same page. It just when you can go to the beach, when you can literally like, you know, you just feel way more motivated to try to look decent with no shirt on and stuff, right? Like when it's good weather and you actually can go out there. I become washed in the winter time. Washed. Winter equals trash. I will never complain about warm, hot days. Yeah. I mean, there are times when it gets to like 110 where I live, and it is hot, and everybody's complaining. But I try to reel myself back in. I'm like, don't do it, man. Don't complain about this heat. I know it's uncomfortable, but don't you dare complain about it, because it could be wet and cold and rainy, and it will be sooner rather than later. Soak it in, man. Enjoy it. Up here in Alberta, it's cold for most of the year, then hot as fuck in the summer. Be better for a workout for sure. I'm just breaking balls about North Cal being cold. Yeah. Anything above mid 80s and it's too hot for you? Snow is worse. Just had to shovel the entire. Yo, what up, Jerome? Good to see you, dude. Are you playing in this thing too, Jerome? The OnlyFangs? I saw you go to the coffee website the other day. You filled out the coffee quiz and stuff like that. Good to see you, dog. Yeah. Michigan is super humid in the summers. Yeah. Yup. What place on Earth has the best weather for you personally? Out of every place you've been to. Best year-round weather. Best year-round. I think Palm Springs is my answer for me. Let me think about this though. Best weather. Does LA have good weather? Like, what's bad about LA weather? It's just hot. A lot. I mean, earthquakes and stuff, like we can factor that type of stuff in. I mean, I think LA pretty much has good weather, right? Arizona wins because you can go to Tempe when it's milder, the mountains when it gets hot. San Diego, true. Get into that ocean breeze. San Diego, yeah. Cali weather goated. Cali weather goated. LA has no rain. Hey, sounds good to me, man. Sign me up. No rain, hot. Like, I don't know if I'd miss it. I don't know if I'd miss the wet and the cold. I think I've officially lost all my stripes as a New Yorker. I've officially lost my entire East Coast identity. I sorry, not sorry, you know, like I just don't crave the cold or the wet or the rain anymore. Because I think a part of it for me is, for some of you guys, it might be easy for you to maintain a balanced lifestyle, and it's easy for you to just want to stay motivated, go to the gym day in, day out, you know, every week, X amount of exercise, whatever. But for some of us, it's a real fight to stay mentally locked in and it's a slippery slope. Like, you can fly off the bandwagon super easy and super fast, right? If you just start not giving a fuck or like losing motivation. So that's part of it for me. Like, I need everything in my corner to try to like stay motivated and not get derailed, you know. Rain with kids is rough, limits what you can do. Now I'm just slowly dying happily though. Yeah, we all are, brother. Yo, can we get some F's in the chat to more and how old we all are? Can we just, like, if you're low-key having an existential crisis every morning and you just sweep it under the rug and just go, it'll be fine. This F is for you. It's, I don't know, man. Would you guys go back if you could? If you could be 21 again, you could press a button right now and go back to 21. For most of you, that means being broke again, right? And like having to just start everything all over again. Would you do it? Would you press that button? It's a tough one, man. I mean, it's a tough one. I'd have to add so many more hypotheticals to answer that. But like, once you have a family and kids and stuff, I guess there's no going back. You can't trade it. But man, fresh IRL mean being in the Navy again for me, so yes, 1000%. I break my hand hitting the button. Yeah. Press that button not knowing what you know now, or knowing what you know now. No, it'd be like the Men in Black thing. You know, they have the little pen that they flash in front of you, deletes everything. So yeah, if you think about it that way, you probably wouldn't want to go back, because a lot of us were just like dumb back then, you know. Like, I mean, we just you know, you're gonna go back there, so what? But you don't really appreciate things in the same way. You just think you're the shit again and go back there and think you're invincible, and then I wouldn't go back. Yeah, back to Nostalrius. What up, Tuna? Good to see you, Rogue. Good morning. Nope to the button. Could not give up the kids. Okay, let me ask you a hypothetical. This is basically just a dream. It's not real. So these are your two options, guys. Listen closely. You can choose between two things. You get to go to sleep tonight and wake up in a lucid dream where you have 2 weeks of being 16 again, knowing everything you know now. Everything about Bitcoin, crypto, everything, AI, whatever. 2 weeks of being 16 years old again, and you can just do everything. Like, it's full on, like, interactive. You can do anything you want. You're just you right now, transported. You're 16 for 2 weeks. Or would you rather have $2 million? I was just finding the number. I'm trying to find the stat weight. $2 million to spend on whatever for 2 weeks. I mean, it's gonna go away in 2 weeks, but you just have, like, I have to cap it a certain amount, so you can't just go crazy. Or, okay, $1 million, and you have 2 weeks to do whatever you want, and it's like fully interactive, and you're just right now same age, same whatever, all in Bitcoin and Nvidia. I think I'm going back. I'm going back to be I'm gonna go back to be like 16, just to see it all again. We'll invest, but no, you're coming back. Like, you have 2 weeks there, and then you get teleported back to just the current situation. But you get to see all of your friends again, you know? You get to see the people from school, and maybe even like loved ones that you've lost since then, or whatever, right? Not to get too heavy with it, but like, or you had the ability to just like have a lot of fun for 2 weeks. You had $2 million right now you can spend on whatever, and then it just goes away. So the 16-year-old warp is just to hang out, not investing. Yeah, it's just to hang out and live in that reality for 2 weeks, and then you're coming back. How's the farm? Oh, the farm is I sold that a while ago, man. That was the farmer arc for me. That was the KARGOZ farmer arc. It was short-lived. But I want to believe that, you know, a lot of you guys had a similar experience where you try your hand at something and then you end up realizing, oh, it's not really for me. I wasn't really vibing with it. Like, turns out I'm not a farmer type. I'm just more of like a yuppie digital millennial type, and I'm not built for the fields. But it was fun. Learned a lot. We're gonna try to kill Fizzle, by the way, with no arrows. I don't know. This could be really stupid. But I think it's gonna be fun. Maybe a pet or a hunter. And I guess it's not like hardcore. It's not like classic HC. You can team up with people, right? With OnlyFangs. If I just see somebody out in the world, they can just help me kill something. Or no? There is an add-on for this. So, yo, what up, Kezar? Melee Fizzle Hype. RIP Lavender Series Dream. Yeah. You can group with anyone. What about get carried? Like you can just get carried by like a level 60. You can literally just have a level 60 just like mob tag you and just follow you around. Oh, there's a 7 level max. Oh, okay, that's random. 7 level max. Or what? Like what happens? Does soda poppin' delete your Twitch channel? Okay. Look at all these dead people around Fizzle, dude. Monka S, bro. What the fuck? Look at this. That's hitting different on a real hardcore server. It's literally a sea of corpses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 corpses. Let me just like body pull him. Okay. Bet on passive. We killed an imp first, right? I'll soak some damage. Fizzle myself. Okay, get him, pet. We do have that skull and potion and stuff. Raptor's taking the L. What is happening though, dude? Is he like chain lightning? That soul siphon's like a chain. Dude, this is not going good, actually. It's actually not going good at all. I might have to skull him. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we skull. Holy shit, okay. That was not going good, actually. Math on that, I was not liking that. I'm not gonna get baited by that copper main. No, sir, not today. Why didn't you range attack? I have no arrows. No arrows. That was way too close. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some right now. Let me see if I can afford the bow too. The level 11 big boy bow. Orc resist pog. Tyler won stage to Coop and is the guild leader now. I heard that. Yeah, I was looking at the Discord and I saw that there's something happened. Oh yeah, laminated recurve bow. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Okay. Buy a bunch of arrows. And we should be chilling. Smelt our ore down. Smelt copper 56. Is there any other rules that I need to know about with OnlyFangs, guys? Like, did they come up with anything that's like kind of counterintuitive or anything like that? Because now you got me thinking. There's a 7-level range of people that can help you. Like, all professions are good. Can you run dungeons as much as you want? Is there anything else? Bank alt's not allowed till 40. Okay. Okay. Alright. I don't know how they enforce any of that, but no limit on dungeons. Gotcha. Wow, hardcore clips in the house. I think I follow you on YouTube, bro. See you, man. Hopefully we can make a clip for you today. No alt at all. I see. Dude, we got a lot of people in here today. 200 people on Twitch, 60 on YouTube. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Happy Monday. Yeah, I'll try to keep you guys company. If you guys want to ask anything at all about WoW, like even just like guide stuff or talking about class fantasy, that's always really fun, right? Just talking about vanilla, TVC, whatever, anything WoW related, or if you want to talk about life or coffee or gaming, talk about nostalgic games, nostalgic music, I love it. Let's go. Ask away. For me, it would be going back to being 14 and buying Nokia stocks 1 to 2 years sooner than I did in this life. Yo, what's your favorite cell phone that you've ever owned in your life? In the context of its time, it was the coolest thing ever. A lot of good options. Well, what was the best for you? It could have been just a timing thing, like your first cell phone ever. My first cell phone ever, like many of you guys, was a Virgin Mobile prepaid cell phone. It was made by a company called Kyocera. Probably doesn't even exist anymore. It was backlit with a blue backlight. So it was just like a black and white type of phone, right? But like it had blue backlighting. Had a couple games on it, like Snake. Stuff like that. That was my first one. It wasn't my favorite phone though. I have to think about my favorite phone. Sidekick. Yeah, the Sidekick. I never really had one, but I had friends who had one. And it did look really cool. Like when the Sidekick came out, I'm pretty sure it was the first phone to have a keyboard. You know, the BlackBerry was like different. Like it wasn't really a phone. It was like a corporate thing. Like I almost want to think that the BlackBerry is like it was like people, you know, it was something your dad had for work. Like people just didn't have like a BlackBerry purely for
the Horde.
Normal purposes. But yeah, I remember even like thinking back on when I first saw a stylus. The first time I saw a stylus was on my dad's BlackBerry, and I thought it was really freaking cool.
Farewell.
I think the Motorola Razr has got to be a contender as well. The Motorola Razr, for a lot of people, was kind of like the first little taste of a smart type of phone. It didn't have apps, but it had internet. And putting timestamps on it, when the Motorola Razr came out, I must have been like 13. Because I remember living in New York, and kids were starting to get the Motorola Razr, and we were going to bar and bat mitzvahs. So a bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah is like a Jewish thing when you turn 13, I believe, and you have like a party, right? And usually they were like pretty crazy parties, and like, you know, everyone's like having birthdays throughout the years. You kind of have to like pick which ones you're gonna go to. And I remember going to like the Jewish centers where they would pick you up on these like buses, and kids were using their Motorola Razrs and like looking up dirty images on the internet and like showing it to each other, and people were like, oh my god, that's crazy, dude, you can do that. Like, and people were starting to play like not polyphonic ringtones, but the first little like clips of real songs as ringtones. That was we do Margot's? Nah, I think we should skip that. Level 12. What do you get at 12? 12 is actually big. You get MenPet, right? Let me go train that. Do I have money for MenPet though? 262. Oh, really? Right? I need to get MenPet though. It's a big deal. Let me try to get it. WoW must feel so good on ultra wide. Yeah, it's nice.
Be safe.
It's pretty much proven that ultra wide griefs you in terms of viewers. Like, you're gonna get less viewers, but it's hard for me to go back.
What can I help you with? Speak, friend.
Okay, so we need 6 silver. We sell our boots. to start. Sell this. Sell this. Sell our melee weapons a bit risky. Oh, there we go.
For the Horde.
Yo, what's up, Helllands? Where have you been, brother? I've been
What do you
just
need?
doing other stuff, man. Playing pickleball. I started a new like coffee business, as I've been talking about. I'll pull up this thing for a second. This is my I have a coffee roastery now, and I do roast beans out in Oregon, and it's mainly like a pickleball like inspired coffee business, but I did make like a tribute to my favorite game, Vanilla WoW. Cactus Apple Morning Surprise. I reskinned one of our light roast breakfast blends, and I have it on the site right now. Just throwing it out there for you coffee drinkers. Working with Grays on it. But yeah, I just been building that. Just living dad life, playing pickleball. But enough time has passed where the drums of Azeroth call me back. Can't really ever fully get rid of them. Always calls you back at some point. Yo, what's up, A Wood? You'll always be a legend to the HCOGs. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Going for 60? Yeah, we'll see. One level at a time. The levels will start to pick up soon once we're get like multi-shot and stuff like that. But you guys were telling me yesterday that it's still possible. Like I could still, you know, raid with OnlyFangs. I could still play with OnlyFangs. That a lot of people have died. Yo, is there a possibility this project crumbles though? What are your guys' thoughts on it? I've been hearing all these rumblings about drama and that, you know, it's toxic and all this, but I don't really see it. I don't know. Like it seems fine to me. Like the Discord's kind of chill and people have died, but you know, people lose steam. That's all it would take. A bunch of the big creators to kind of move on, and then it has too much momentum, too much content for everyone that participates. Artificial drama. There's an article in Rolling Stones. There's enough to fill. Yeah, you got to get back in guild. I don't think you can play if you're not in it. Got to get back in the guild. Yeah, they probably kicked me due to inactivity. Let me see. Who's on? Oh, that dude, J Tulo. J Tulo knows me.
Strength and honor go with honor.
All right, in the Barrens, guys. Feels good. Feels good, man. This, bro, this is actually what I was craving. I'm about to crank the ambience. Oh, dude, that's it. That's actually what I was craving. And I was just like watching Gray stream. That's hitting the spot right now. Hitting the spot. They purged like 3 days ago for an activity. Literal junkie. No joke, man. No joke. Post name and in-game invites in the Discord. Okay. Alright, thank you, bro. Let me do it right now. Do it. In-game invites. Alright, perfect. Look at this guy. Ooh, that is... This guy looks good. Sometimes, like, it it just looks so... He looks so put together as a character, even though he's level 15. That shield looking nice. Troll Shaman, mace on his hip. Lightning shield swirling around him. It's a good looking classic vanilla WoW character right there. Hey, we're not so bad ourselves. Fresh little hunter with our raptor pet. Okay, let's just start getting rid of the Duratar quests. Cleaning it up. No Margot's quest chain today. I don't think we're gonna do RFC, man. I'm too lazy. Too lazy. God, that is so good. Like, chef's kiss. The Baron's music coming through. The ambience. My soul is healing. What up, Zydan? Wingblade run? Yeah. It's funny you were back at it, Cargos. Yesterday I was watching some old YouTube videos of your Warlock guide. Is this the No Pants Hunter challenge? Yep. It's the Lululemon 2.5-inch booty shorts challenge. That doesn't... It looks more like a diaper. I'm running around in a soiled diaper out in these streets. Some more little news about the Unreal Engine Classic. Are you still hype? Yeah, what's the news? What is it? I'm still, you know, I am hyped about that. Yeah, anything when it comes to like improving the look and feel of my favorite game. You're talking about Turtle WoW though, right? What's going on with Turtle WoW, guys? People are still playing that? Just more show off. Turtle always well populated. $7K online right now. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, feel free to link it, Leffins. Maybe we can watch it if there's like a video or something. We crack a fresh DC. A little Diet Coke for the boys. Turtle WoW insanely good. Turtle WoW going strong. Both hardcore and softcore is a blast. If a pet has rank 3 claw, it means it only has that specific rank, and you cannot learn rank 1 or 2 claw from it.
Strength.
Is that true? I mean, I feel like I should know this considering all the guides and stuff I made. I feel like you learn all the previous ranks if you train.
Hail.
Like if you
Loktar, what can I
if you
do
didn't
for you?
get a
Go
pet with
forth,
claw or
hero.
something for a long time, and you go train a pet that has like rank 6 claw, you don't get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What about mail, by the way? Can we send mail?
What do you need? I've been expecting
Oh, in
you.
the crossroads. Oh, it's really
May
like,
the eternal sun.
it's really
shine
feeling good,
upon
guys.
me.
It's really feeling good that we're in the Barrens now and not Duratar. This is like the first step in like having an attachment to your character and feeling any sort of investment in it.
Blood and thunder, strength and honor. Go forth.
I've told this story a
to
bajillion
victory.
times, but I still remember clear as day
That better be good.
the first time I went to the crossroads. Unforgettable memory for me. Unforgettable. And I wish I could feel that way again, but it's impossible. You know, I told this story a million times, so for those of you who've heard it before, my apologies. But when I first started playing this game, winter break, middle school, 2004, I was the first person in my friend group to play this game.
Loktar.
I went over to a family friend's house from church.
Strength.
He was an older kid, and I watched him running around on his troll, and the game was like magic in my brain. I was like, dude, I need to play this. This looks so fucking fun. So I would go, EB Games and buy it, download it. Know nothing about the game. Zero. Nobody helped me out at all. So I chose the Illyria realm, and I ended up making a Tauren warrior on the Illyria realm. I just made my Xbox Live gamertag name. So I'm just hard stuck Mulgore for a while, and I make it out of the starting zone. And I remember just like going to that lake in Mulgore and just running around it and like exploring. And I see an undead, and he's by the lake, and he's fishing, and he's killing stuff, right? So I ask him. I was able to like understand the messaging, like how to message people in game somehow. Like I was able to communicate even though I was like 13 or whatever, completely new to the game. And I asked him what he was doing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm getting eggs to make Christmas cookies in the game." So keep in mind, as someone who knows nothing about the game, it's a complete and utter mystery. You don't even really understand all the classes, like that there even are, what all the races are. You don't know like anything. To me, that was already so freaking cool that there was like cooking in this game. That like he's making a cookie. What? That's so crazy. Like you can do that in this game. Like you have to go make and get ingredients to like go cook stuff.
Thunder.
So I ended up talking with him, and I forgot exactly how it happened, but he ended up guiding me to the crossroads. Because I think I was asking him, like, how do I get out of here? You know? Because without guides and stuff, like, how do you get out of here? How are you supposed to know to get out of Mulgore through this right side? You know? So he takes me from Bloodhoof Village, and we walk along this path all the way into the Barrens, and do this whole run to crossroads. Like, it was from down here, right? And I was seeing all the little dinosaur mobs with like skull above their head, and all these different mob types, and he's kind of like protecting me as I go there. And I get to the crossroads for the first time, and it's literally to the same effect of like going to like New York City or something for the first time. Like you're seeing all these other races and people running around, and like you're in the first like area that's like it feels like a big city or something, you know? I mean, there's just no way to get that feeling again, ever. But and that was it. I didn't really go too much farther on my character. I ended up getting to like level 17, then I ended up re-rolling Alliance. But that first run, man, to the crossroads, everything mysterious, skull level mobs, don't even know what the other races are, someone helping you out, helping you make sense of this world. Legendary. Install all 5 CDs. Yup. I remember playing OSRS and someone taking me under their wing for hours and guiding me around the world. Yeah. It's kind of a bummer that I missed out on OSRS and RuneScape in general. I take pride in having a lot of stripes on my shoulder as a nerd. You know? I feel like I've done most of it. I've done tabletop games, pretty much all the card games. You know, I was heavy into like the Lord of the Rings lore, and just did a lot of really like nerdy shit, right? Just a lot of different arcs. But I missed out on a couple. I missed out on like Dungeons and Dragons. I never really got into that at all with my friends. And I missed out on like RuneScape. But I feel like I've done damn near everything else. Tabletop games though were a vibe. I really enjoyed the tabletop games arc. I played 40K. I never really got good at it or anything. Like, me and my friend group, we learned the rules and we were able to play amongst ourselves, but we never really like went to Games Workshop and played in like a tournament or anything like that. But that shit was so fun. Terrain building for it, my god, that's some of the most fun ever. We go over to my buddy Jim's house, and all of us were collaborating on this. Like our whole friend group, we'd like go find little things and bring it over to his house. And he had a table that we were like building the terrain on, little trees and like felt and like that's just what we used. But like painting those things, assembling the little miniatures, priming them, and then just spending the entire evening like we go get Chinese food or something, right? Go to like Best Chinese. My buddy Chris always ordered weird stuff. He would get shrimp with tartar sauce, pork fried rice. My other friend would get chicken wings and French fries from a Chinese place. Such a weird thing to order, right? I was probably just getting like boneless spare ribs or something. That was my shit. Go over to my buddy's house. Just the whole night just painting those things. And then part of that miniatures arc I remember too is we were into Heroes of New Earth at the time, which was a MOBA. It was like one of the most ancient MOBAs. Like I want to say it was even there before League of Legends and stuff. So we'd be like painting miniatures, and then we go play like Han for a couple hours. Yeah. I had a story like that. I was an undead rogue and I wanted to defy Smask. My buddy joined me, and we went through STB to get to Westfall. Died a million times. Finally got it. Felt badass in Hearth. Took us hours. Yeah. It is crazy, bro. Like, oh, we got a carving knife of agility. 1 agi on it. Maybe we could use that. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we all had these same experiences, right? Like back in the day. Like, you guys all probably remember the first time you got a glow on your weapon in this game. You know, it was probably Minor Beast Slayer. Minor Beast Slayer. Pogger's red glow on your weapon. But yeah, I just have a lot of like little weird memories like that, like just little things. I remember we didn't know any better, but one of my friends from school, his name was John, and his older brother played, and his brother had the level 60 druid, and we're all leveling up, me and my friend group, and we didn't know any better. Like, the idea of dungeons were crazy. Like, we didn't really understand how hard it was, and he offered to like run us through dead mines. So we all paid him. We all like chipped in money to like pay this dude, his older brother, to take us through dead mines. And he's on this druid with like the moose antler gear or whatever that is, tier 1, right? And he's in there gathering up all the mobs and hurricaning them down, and we're just like awestruck, like, holy shit, look how strong he is, man. He had Finkel's lava dredger on his back. We were paying him like 20 bucks a run or something for dead mines. It's so stupid. Han was so good. The Christmas music was the best. Yo, what in your opinion, guys, is the most underrated video game of all time? It's gonna be personal to you, most likely, but you feel like it deserved more recognition. It was low-key really good game, and people are sleeping on it. The world slept on it a little bit. Anything come to mind? Guild Wars 1? Ooh, bro, I did play Guild Wars 1. I did play that. I thought for the longest time that I played Guild Wars 2, and then I realized later that that actually was Guild Wars 1. I played that little paladin class. Star Wars Galaxies? That's a good one. You know what's actually up there for me, guys? That I think the game was over and done with so fast, but I was enjoying it, was WildStar. Anybody remember that? It was an MMO. It kind of had like, it was more stylized and cartoony, but I was into it for a little bit, bro, and like it just kind of died. What else? What else? Let me think. But that's not my pick. That's not my pick. I gotta think about this. Games that are underrated. Underrated. I think Counter-Strike on Xbox, original Xbox, is up there. It sounds like a weird choice, but in the context of its time, when it came out, the game was so crazy. Like, it was one of the first online multiplayer gaming experiences for people, and being able to just quickly load into like Counter-Strike games and to talk via mic with other people, and it worked really well. Like, it was, you know, I don't know. And I always thought to myself, Like, man, why are more people not playing this? Like, this is one of the coolest things. It could have been a type of thing, though, that it was for me. It was that. But other people had already been playing, like, SOCOM Navy SEALs on PS1 with the little adapter thing on the back. So it could be that. For me, it was, like, my first taste of getting in there and playing, like, an FPS with other people online, talking shit via the microphone. That I remember coming to school and talking to my friend group, like, yo, guys, you gotta try this. This is the coolest shit ever. Like, come to my house right now. I gotta show you. Like, we can literally go play with other people and talk with them in the lobbies. This is how it works. Like, blah, blah, blah. Wildstar, it's a shame that it died off. Yeah. Yo, Exodia 97 with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. I appreciate that, Exodia. How we doing? How we doing? Everyone thought Warhammer Online was gonna kill WoW. Yeah. Dude, some of the Warhammer games were good though, right? There's been so many. Yeah, it makes you wonder how that IP is doing. Like, do you think it's doing good? I don't know, man. You walk into a Games Workshop right now, or if you just walk into like your local card store or like hobby store, nothing's changed. It's still 40K. Like, I swear, it's the same exact shit that I bought when I was like 15, going to the Palisades Mall and going across the Tappan Zee Bridge and going to Games Workshop and buying the Space Marines. I almost feel like, from the outside looking in, not knowing that much about it, like that they haven't changed much. Like, maybe they needed to innovate more or something. I feel like it's literally exactly the same. Nothing has changed. Space Marines, Tyranids, Tau, Chaos Knights, even the exact sets that you could buy are the same. I played Orcs, so it makes you wonder. You know, they've had so many games. The IP has been around for so long. It's still very large. Last night and today's stream is the type of Cargos content I always miss, but I tend to fall off once you start getting serious with speedruns and duos, lost in the sauce. Nah, 100%, dude. It's kind of what I was saying earlier, Benjamin. I need to, like, not talk to anybody. I need to not talk with any other creators. I need to just mind my business, press buttons, play the game, and fucking chill out and not care at all about anything. Like, nothing competitive, no speedrun, nothing like that. I just have to chill and talk. And, you know, yeah, which is weird because, you know, my natural nature is to like start talking to people. As I get into something, I want to talk to other people, collaborate on content or projects or tournaments or whatever. But I just need to like toggle that entrepreneur mindset. I literally need to just toggle it off and not create anything and just chill and vibe and play the game. That's what I need to do in order to like stream sustainably and not make the same mistakes I've made in the past. $40K still going hard. Glad to see you, Cargo. I wish you the best in 2025. Keep moving, keep learning. Same to you, my friend. Same to you. Yo, what keeps you guys going though? Like, why are you still here watching Classic WoW? I mean, I'm glad you are. I'm glad you're keeping me company, but I see some of the same people that I've seen for years, since 2019. You guys are still checked in. You're still playing Classic. You're still playing Vanilla. Like, it hasn't gotten old for you. How do you guys do it, man? Like, maybe you just are a little more, less extreme with it. Like, you play a little more occasionally, a little more balanced, so you don't burn out. Maybe that's it. But it shocks me, man. Like, I'll go months of being in a totally different world, totally different headspace, and you know, I think we all have main character syndrome to a certain extent. Right? So like, I'm having heavy main character syndrome. I'm off doing my thing, trying to be like a pickleball Giga Chad, whatever. I'm completely removed from this whole world, and I'll just check into a random Gray stream after being totally out the loop for 6 months. I look at Gray stream, same exact people, Doc the Sage, same names. And I'm just like, wow, dude, like, people are just like, they're still there, they're still locked in, like, they're still playing. Like, yeah, we need some more childhood stories, like when you picked a fight after school and hid in the bushes. Yeah, you know, ask away. I'm an open book, man. You guys are like my therapists. You guys are like my therapists and psychoanalyze me and stuff. I got nothing to hide. I got a lot of childhood stories. I did a lot of dumb shit. I did a lot of dumb stuff. Is it accurate to say, guys, that the closest you get to death for most people is probably in your teenage years? Or what do you guys think? I mean, I grew up in the suburbs, right? Like, so maybe if you grew up in the inner city or something and you have a different life, maybe it's different. But for me, you know, that was the most dangerous time. Like, the amount of dumb, high-risk behavior that, like, me and my friends did, that was it. So I have a ton of stories from my teenage years of crazy stuff happening. Wait, gotta be careful here, actually. I'll fall back a little bit. Just a little bit. Yo, what up, Vincent? Good to see you, bro. Argo, you should try Pantheon early access on the stream. I think you would like it. The world is dangerous. What's up, BJ? Pantheon, though, isn't that the one that never came out? Like, people have been talking about it for a long time, and it just never came out. Is it finally out now? Because I saw you streaming, haven't played WoW. I've been keeping up due to kids, but it's nice to have your stream on while I work. It's like shooting the shit. Yeah. Nah, I appreciate that. When you're streaming WoW, like right now, I have no idea why you guys are watching me, to be honest. Like, it doesn't make sense to me in my mind why you are watching me play this game right now and watching the same exact content you've seen 5 million times. But when you're not playing WoW, and like I watch Gray stream, for example, like I get it. It actually sort of feels like it's like community service that Gray's is streaming, and like you get to hear the noises, and like I said yesterday, like a part of you always kind of wants to just check in, and like you're happy people are still enjoying the game, like, and you just want to hear the sounds and the noises and just see it for a second, and it just makes you feel a little more calm, you know? Community service, it is, bro. It is. Honestly, nostalgia keeps me around, brings back memories, especially when OGs like you are playing it. It makes me want to play more. I've been here since 2019, but played vanilla since release in 04-05. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I like about this community, is that a lot of us are around the same age. And by streaming and talking in the chat and just like shooting the shit, right? You can kind of see what everyone's up to. Like, where's everyone at, dude? Like, how's everyone doing? Like, is it hard out here? Like, are people struggling? Are people doing well? Are people like, you know, how are people my age doing? Like, do they have families? Do they have kids? I don't even know, you know? You just kind of get in your own lane, and how are you supposed to know? But, you know, talking with you guys and kind of see where everybody's at, you know, how everyone's doing. What am I supposed to be doing? Am I missing out on something? I mean, recently, like, guys, what has been the biggest innovation to you guys? Like, what's the craziest piece of tech or innovation that's hit you recently that makes you feel like, yo, I'm living in the future right now? Like, this is wild. Like, is this really happening? You guys ever have those moments? I'll give you a second to answer, but I promise you, it's not a gimmick. I'm being 100% serious right now. I'm not trying to be exaggerate. I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to be hyperbolic or whatever the word is. AI is fucking crazy. Like, it really is. As hype as, because, you know, it's easy. People get hype about stuff, right? And you think like, oh, they're just being sensationalists. Like, maybe they're trying to make a buck off of it or whatever, right? Like, it's not that good. Like, for me to realize how good AI is, it really came with me starting this business, right? This new business, and realizing how much it helps you as an entrepreneur when you have limited time and money and you're just bootstrapping everything yourself, right? And like, you don't have infinite resources. It can really, really help, you know? And like, there's just crazy tools out there now. There's crazy tools. Like, even there's this thing called Gemini from Google. A lot of you guys, maybe you guys have been using it for years. I don't know. Maybe I'm late to the party. But I legit talk to this thing like it's an employee. I just press it on my phone and you can have a legit conversation with it. It remembers everything you talked about in the past, and you can like give it tasks to like go do. And it'll like check back in with you later. You know, it's called like Go Live with Gemini. It's free. You don't even have to pay anything or anything. And you customize it. And like I made mine kind of sound like Cortana from Halo. You know what I mean? And like I just check in with it and like ask advice from it and brainstorm with it. And it's just so unbelievable to me. So I know as from one classic Andy to another, some of you guys might be sleeping on AI, like in terms of the way it's like going at this rate right now. Is my thought process on things now is I actually turn to AI before I even turn to myself with like everything. Like when it comes to literally any aspect of life, I'll just run it by AI first before I even like think about it. Like I'll just see what it says about it. You know, I'm using it every day, like 50 times a day. And maybe you guys are doing that too, and you're already there. But from one classic Andy to another, that might be like a game changer for you. You know? Has streaming been the most profitable job you've ever had? Profitable job I've ever had. I mean, RXP, not streaming, but RXP was the most profitable venture I've ever had. Yeah. But I don't know if you want to consider that streaming. You know? But our RXP was, you know, I promise you, it started with good intentions, and it always has been good intentions. Like, we made that sick guide, and we made that add-on because we are students of the game, and we love this game, and, you know, a lot of us had, like, encyclopedic knowledge about random shit, and, like, to us, it's like a craft, you know, speed running and doing all that, right? And just made this thing, and then it just ended up blowing up, but... yeah, that's the most profitable thing. But, you know, I've had a few other wins throughout my life, but I'm no longer part of it, as you guys know. Like, I left it like 2 years ago. Yeah, I use AI to develop our AI. Which AI are you using? So that's the thing. It's not just one. That's kind of how it works with AI. You have to use multiple. There's different AI tools for different things, and I honestly think like what they say is that your job isn't going to be replaced by AI. Your job is going to be replaced by somebody using AI. And that's how I feel. Like, I feel like people are becoming savvier, that if they smell too much AI on the product or whatever, it seems cheap or lazy. Or if the text is just purely AI, it's going to seem hollow. And like, I get job applications all the time from people, and they're applying and it's just straight AI, and like I don't sense any of their humanity in their job application. It seems very robotic, and I just immediately pass on the job app. You know what I mean? So I feel like you have to go 50% human, 50% AI with stuff. The AI can do amazing things and give you a framework to build off of, but then you got to get in there too, and you got to roll up the sleeves and make it more personable to iterate on it. You know, they can give you a good foundation, and it's like even helping with creative stuff. Like if I had to make a song right now, if I had to make another Christmas album or whatever, like I would have AI come up with, you know, a few stabs at making that song to whatever beat or whatever, and then start my creative process on top of it. So to answer your question, Gemini, ChatGPT, Adobe Firefly is so good too, and it's completely free for making a ton of stuff. Like I'm just using Firefly. There's a video application called InVideo. I don't know. I can tell 100% if something is written in AI. Yeah, it does have a certain style to it. But the style, even if it is written by AI, and you know that, it's still like good. Like it's really good. Like it's genuinely like helpful the way it's written. Like it's well written. It's just objectively well written with good punctuation and grammar, and like the thoughts are organized. So if you're researching something and you want to know the answers to a certain topic, and you get an AI generated response, that's still valuable. But yeah, there are some things though that people, Big D Giga Chad, what a name, that people are trying to like make a buck off AI though at the same time, and I do think there's a lot of, you know, companies and products and stuff like that that just slap AI on it, even though there's really nothing special going on. You know what I mean? So that's happening too, but I mean, yeah, you can see the future coming. Like it's kind of scary in a way though. It's kind of scary if they can, like, you know, teach AIs to have a certain randomness to them, and you teach them to lie and cheat and steal and do all the things that humans do, and kind of like unleash them. Like the line between human and machine is gonna get so like scary close. You know? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. It'll be interesting. Detroit become human? Yeah, for research it's fine, but for content creation it looks bad. Yeah. Or are the images for your cactus apple coffee made with AI? Yeah, they are. But you know, it's not like I just pasted in, you know, and took the first image. Like, I spend a lot of time when I'm working with AI just doing hundreds of different stabs at it, like refining the prompts and iterating on the images and trying to find something, because AI almost never gets it right on the first few tries of whatever you're trying to create. It takes a lot of refinement and tweaking and stuff, and it's like its own skill set in a way. But I'm happy with the results. Like, I feel like I was able to capture what I was going for with the product images and all that type of stuff. And it's ultimately like a higher quality looking thing than if I tried to draw it myself or something like that, you know? I'm so excited for my coffee order I placed a bit ago. Awesome to see you streaming, Cargos. I miss you, buddy. Hell yeah, dude. I really appreciate the support. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm sure you're gonna like it, bro. To be honest, I drink it every morning. I had 2 lattes this morning. Can't just have one. But yeah, I've been with my lattes, I've been making my milk a little bit lower in temp for you coffee nerds out there. I usually like my drinks really hot, but I've realized recently that I think when you make the milk a little too hot, it diminishes flavor. And I think it's anything past 150 degrees Fahrenheit, you start to degrade some of the flavors, like the sugars start to break down or something. Because I've been stopping my steam wand earlier now. Like, I stop it at about 140, and then the residual heat still brings it up a little bit, and by the time I pull it off the wand and stuff, it's at about 150 or high 140s. And that's drinkable right out of the gate. You can just drink it right away. You don't really have to let it cool. And I'm sensing a much richer taste from the milk. That's been my optimization recently. And yeah, with that nice light roast, man, with that cactus apple surprise, bro, I'm telling you, I can make a banging latte. That's my best drink that I can make. You know, I feel like I'm a well-oiled machine when it comes to making lattes. The texturing of the milk. All of it. That's my drink of choice. Just the latte, whole milk, no sweet, no extra sweetener, nothing like that. Because I don't know, at least in my mind, this is not just being bougie, like just being like a bougie coffee drinker or anything like that. There is a really, really big difference in like a latte that's well done and like just a mid latte. They taste worlds apart, and it's equal parts coffee and equal parts milk in terms of like making a latte really stand out. Because when the milk is aerated and stretched and textured properly, and you get that nice glisten, that shine, that silky feel and mouth feel and all that, it's sweet. It's literally sweet. you don't need any extra sugar to it or whatever. And that's one of the main things. Like when the milk in a latte isn't done well, you're missing that natural sweetness from the milk. It's not like brought out, you know. So for me, when you do a latte properly and you get it right, because you still can mess up, like even if you've made a bazillion lattes, like you can still screw it up and like just, you know, you forget about the milk for a second and it gets too hot or whatever. But when you get it right, my god, that is one of the most delicious things you can possibly consume. Like for me, it gives me the same satisfaction as going to like Cold Stone Creamery and ordering a milkshake. And for me now, drinking the light roasts and really enjoying that extra like burst of flavor from the light roast, my god, is so good. I want a coffee right now thinking about it. Use descriptive words to compare King Crema and the Cactus Apple blend. So the King Crema is like our espresso roast, is the way I look at it. It's darker and it's single origin. And it is just really good. Like the King Crema, what I liked about it, why I called it that, is when I was you know, messing with the roast profile and trying things out, I noticed that it just like made a really nice like thick layer of crema. Crema is like, you only get crema from espresso, right? Like you can't get crema from any other type of brewing method. Crema, for those that are non-coffee drinkers, like it looks like a rich, like mahogany, creamy colored thing at the top of a espresso shot. When you pull it, it's like a thick, foamy, creamy, rich looking layer. And even if you're just drinking regular espresso, what you do is you like mix it in. You mix the crema in, like all the oils and the everything in it. Like it's very like aromatic and nice. So that's like the big thing with that one, where it's single origin too. It's not a blend. So people say when you're single origin means that it's coming from one farm, all the beans. It's almost potentially flawed in certain ways because it's not really balanced out like a blend is. But like you can taste the bean itself sings a little bit more because that's all it is. There's no blend to it. Where the Cactus Apple is like, the Cactus Apple Surprise is like a blend of a couple different beans to kind of balance out the flavor profile and the smoothness and the acidity and all that. Light roast has always been too tangy for me, acidic. Yeah. I feel like when you have it in a milk drink though, man, it gets rid of that. And like, I prefer milk drinks. So it's more rare for me to just drink the espresso straight. I think I'll probably graduate to that eventually, where I can really just like really enjoy the espresso more and more and more and just drink that. But I feel like the blonde and the light roast, when you do it in a milk drink, you lose some of that in a good way. How's Grace for Days doing? Oh, Grace is doing good, right? He's still streaming full time. I think his stream is popping off. I think his stream is doing really good. He might be live right now, huh? Let me see if Grace is live right now. No, he's not online right now. What the heck is with that? It's a Monday. Grace is usually going strong on a Monday morning.
May your blades never dull.
Oh yeah, he's doing good though. He's doing good. It's kind of weird though. His main in OnlyFangs is a hunter. I can't see Grace as a hunter. I honestly feel like maybe it was a mistake for him to go hunter. Does anybody else feel that way about Grace? Like when you see Grace play hunter, are you vibing with that? Like, Grace for Days the hunter. This is sick content. Like I don't know. I cannot accept that. Like that's just too weird for me. He has to be on druid. He has to be on mage. Even warrior, I could see it on everything. I just cannot see Grace as a hunter. It just like doesn't work for my brain. I feel like it's like a body dysmorphia type of thing. I see him playing hunter and I just like refuse to believe that that's him. He had a lot of fun with hunter. For you guys, for me, like I don't know, what like priest or something. Like if you see me playing priest, it's like fake KARGOZ. It's not even. It's not real.
Strength.
I was vibing with it. He loved it, but he doesn't like not being tank or healer or forgetting groups. Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Blood and thunder.
In fairness, he got a bunch of subs to roll a Wheel of Fortune and it landed on Hunter. Oh, I see. So that's how he ended up choosing it, huh? That was like a Wheel of Fortune type of thing.
I got the best deals anywhere! Oh, do I have a deal for you?
Might have mana potion, yeah. I guess so.
Right back!
Why not? Brother KARGOZ, my man, streaming again. Passed out watching the stream last night. Hell yeah. Good to see you, Mushroom, dude. But, yo, the vibes are immaculate in here. Like, it's motivational. Like, each one of you guys typing in the chat and just, like, we're talking and, like, everyone is so cool. No drama, no haters. Like, a part of me is still traumatized from that shit, man. Like, I literally turned into, like, an evil villain of the community for a little bit. Like, people were just, like, going hard at me. And the fact that it's just, I'm just stoked about it. Like, I feel like I have my community back. I can stream, have fun. The chat is chill. Everything good. Nice. I'm about to start a YouTube channel. Do you have any beginner tips for me? What type of channel is it? But the general tips for starting a YouTube channel is, you know, probably the #1 tip I have is don't be too much of a perfectionist. Like, most people aren't able to get out enough content fast enough to build out that portfolio, that base of work, because they're too much of a perfectionist. They want it to be too good, and they have this standard for what they want for their videos. You just have to send it, bro. You have to send it, and you have to rise to the occasion and one take Jake the video if you have to, whatever it is. But honestly, get on the wavelength of I'm putting out something every day, and then take that longer form content and then splice it up and put it up on TikTok and Instagram and all the other stuff that you kind of need to do, and try to get like good bang for your buck out of your time in terms of whatever. But don't let being like a perfectionist hold you back and like stun lock you into not getting anything out there. But at the same time, don't put out trash, right? Like, you can't put out trash, but especially when you're just getting started, no one cares about you, no one likes you, no one cares how your day is. So you have to do one of two things. You have to help them with a guide. You have to literally just like add value to their life, and then they'll start to like you a little bit. Or you have to, yeah, like help them, like educate them, whatever. It could be, you know, just putting data, like organizing data for them or whatever, or basically like make them laugh. You have to do one of the two things, and then you do the more personal stuff about your life and start opening it up after. But you need, like, that's probably my advice, man. Just make a bunch of guides that actually help people first. Don't be a perfectionist. But what I will say, I've been watching some videos recently about social media trends in 2025. And I don't know if this is true or not, but what they're saying is that there's never been a better time to be a new creator right now, actually, believe it or not. And there's never been a worse time to be an existing big creator. And the reason why is apparently all the algorithms across these popular social media channels like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all this, they are changing so that they're deprioritizing people, like the channels that you follow and subscribe to, and they're prioritizing for you content, which is essentially content that algorithmically you should like, highly entertaining content that from people that you're not even necessarily subscribed to. So even new channels can actually like rise to the top and get like real estate, you know, on someone's feed or whatever. And it's harder for an existing channel, like, you know, if you're a bigger creator and you're used to seeing a certain number of views and stuff. Apparently, this is just, I'm not a big creator, but that's what they're saying. Like across the board, all the bigger creators, their views are down. Views are down, engagement's down, and it's because there's this shift with the algorithms, though. So I mean, that might be motivational for you, right? If you can put out hard-hitting content that actually helps people, like, you have a little bit more of an advantage than before. Nothing but love from the community for you, Carg. Hope to see you popping in here more often. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks, I would. It's awesome to hear. All my friends have been pushing me to start a channel. What is it about, though, man? What are you actually doing? Oh, comedy react. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Comedy react. I was watching your Pally Tank guide from years ago and it inspired me to send it. Awesome, man. It's weird that they wouldn't push highly content for big channels for the For You tab too. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's so much more to it than I'm even really explaining, but that's the general consensus, that just because you're following somebody or subscribed to somebody doesn't mean your content's going to get in front of them. And that's kind of what they were saying on this like podcast or whatever. If you have 1 million subscribers and you upload a video, do you think all 1 million subscribers are going to have that content displayed to them on their feed? No shot. They were saying that, like, you know, maybe 50% would get to see that on their feed. They were just throwing out numbers like that, so which is kind of interesting. Like, just thinking about it. Hey, Cargo's Mr. Soothing Voice. What's up, KG? KJ, BIK. Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's good to be here with you guys. How wide is your screen? I think it's a 28 or 26 inch monitor by the looks of it. The inventor of hardcore joins OnlyFangs pod. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're in the guild now, too. Guild message of the day: stop fucking dying. Plumper stomp. Let me see this. Let me see this. Ompy down. This is Ompy. Okay, so Ompy's still in it playing. That's good. Who else we got in here? Anyone we can recognize? Silly Ann. Why does that sound familiar too? Wait, so everybody in this is a streamer, guys? Literally everybody? I go to twitch.tv and type in any of these names, it's gonna pop up. So, oh, Tommy Salami, I recognize that. Shaman. We got Thomas Salamas. Maui, this is probably Maui Wowie. Parla's in the house, that's cool. Got some apes representation in here. Simon Eyes is playing too. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. Winky in the house. Yo, I'm about to say hi to Winky. Seedank. Oh. Yo, Seedank would be 59 in Skolamans. That guy's always flying too close to the sun, bro. 59 in Skolawana Warrior. That's terrifying. Yo, thoughts on playing a warrior in hardcore though at 60? I feel like that's the class for me that when you play it multi-life, it's super fun and it's like probably the most enjoyable class in vanilla, but it suffers the most in hardcore in terms of the amount of fun you have on that class. I feel like greatly diminishes, and it's probably just very like anxiety inducing at 60. His second warrior. Oh, so he has one level 60 warrior as well. Silly Ann used to be an officer for S-Fans Guild. The AC challenge ends at 60 though. You just log out and start a new tune when you hit 60. That's probably the smartest play though, right? When you hit 60, do you even do the previous grind? You probably hedge your bets, you get your attunements done, and then you log out. And then you start working on a second character, just so you have something for the raid. You know? That's probably the move. But that's kind of the reason of why like end game hardcore for me isn't that fun, because that's how my brain works. Like you kind of don't want to play the character. You want to play it as little as possible because you kind of feel like, oh, you know, it's only a matter of time before I'm just going to disconnect. You know, my character's on the clock. I'm going to lose it at some point, so I got to play it as little as possible. Where at multi-life, you just feel chill. Like you just log in and play, do dungeons with the guild. Like it's just, you know, you're more compelled to like help people and all that. I love it. Leveling is best. Kind of what Grace is doing. Got that 60, did some stuff, but now he's on a roll with other stuff living large. As one of the OGs in the space, look what you created on there. Yeah. No, it is wild, bro. I am glad though that, like, you know, call it an ego thing or main character syndrome or what, but it makes me happy that I feel like most people in the community do know how this all started. You know, and like it's not just me. Like I want to say that hardcore started because of our community on this channel at the time, and I still recognize some of you, but like we did it, man. Like we literally did it. Like I didn't just have some master vision for the rule set of hardcore and all this shit. I was just kind of stumbling my way through it, and like we were together coming up with the rule set, right? And just like trying shit out. I didn't work that good and try something else. Like, so it does make me happy, man, that this stuff isn't completely lost to time. Like it makes me happy that if somebody writes the story of World of Warcraft and how it all developed, you know, we might get a little footnote in there. We might throw it in there into that one section. And then came hardcore. Wow. Community game mode popularized by blah blah blah. It does make me happy. Blew my mind when I went to the character creation screen and saw the soul summon checkbox, how far we've come. Yeah. Bro, those days of Iron Lad were legit and so cozy to have on in the background. You need to re-upload those to YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure, man. Man, I need to start a new tune. Work is slow today. I wonder what I'll play. Yeah. Have any of you guys reached that point with this game where you might be in the same boat, where like you really love the game and you do want a reason to play it and be like emotionally invested and all that stuff in it, but you just feel like you played the hell out of it and like you pretty much actually have played every single, like played it in like every single type of way, and it's like you're just clutching at straws, you know what I mean? Or what is the term, like grasping at straws or something? Like there's, as much as we love this game and as much as we've sandboxed the hell out of this game, we really have. We've played it in every single way possible at this point, from like fishing challenges, leveling challenges, tournaments, custom rule sets, all of it. It's like it kind of feels like the walls are closing in. Like there's really only so much you can do with a static world, static game. That's how I've been feeling for a little while, but like I'm just having this random burst of energy to come play again right now, which I'm honestly, I'm loving it. Thinking. You like the idea of playing more than, yeah, you like the idea of playing more than playing itself. Yeah, that's part of it. I think that's part of it. Yeah, I think that's part of it for sure. I think for me the next milestone will be once my son gets to 8 to 9 years old, I can play with him. True, dude. Good point, CDK. I could see that. Honestly, I could see that being like a second win, so to speak, with the game. When you get to the point where you can like play with your kids and basically essentially just like pass on all this like ridiculous knowledge that we have about this random game and like get to experience it all over again with someone, and like, you know, someone you care a lot about, like your kids or whatever. I could see that. I could see that, like adding a lot of longevity to just like your desire to play the game and all that, you know. But with all that said in mind, there is no other game for me that comes even remotely close to vanilla in terms of staying power and desire to just play it over and over and over again. There's nothing even really remotely close. So have you lost weight? Yeah, compared to like the older days when I was streaming a lot and stuff like that, I have, yeah. I'm not like super skinny or anything right now. Like I'm probably like 16-17% body fat or something like that. Got a little bit of a, instead of a 6-pack, I have like a 2-pack. Yeah, my two oldest really want to play with me. They're 6 and 7 though. Yeah, that's old enough though. They can play at 6 and 7, I feel. What about TBC? Yeah. Yep. I mean, I'm one of those guys. We are a breed of WoW gamers. We're a dying breed. The gamers that like vanilla and TBC. It's just those two, and a little bit of Wrath. But it's like what you love about the game. If it was like a pie chart, like what versions of the game have pieces of your, like, you know, your heart or whatever, so to speak. For me, it's like 75% vanilla, 20% TBC, 5% Wrath type shit. Something like that. Morgan Treeman. Okay, that's a good name. Solid druid name. Wrath felt close to retail. Oh yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Something just popped up. Add-on is not connected. Log off and on back to fix it. It's on. Add-on is not connected. Log off and log back in to fix it. Okay. Do you think trying to do TBC raids HC could work? I don't know. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on hardcore TBC? You think it's gonna be good? I don't know, bro. Hold on, let me be back in 1 second. I'm just gonna grab a drink. 1 second. I'm back. see if that fixed it. TBC HC was some of the most fun I ever had. 1 to 70 felt so good. TBC HC. I never really gave it an honest shake, to be honest. Yo, what's up, Green OTV? How we doing? How we doing? Do you think trying to do TBC? Oh yeah. Let me just get caught up with the chat. So you make a new alt, you make, let's say, a rogue with enchanting and ensuring to farm BFD and or Elvers. Baron's music is hitting hard. Hell yeah. No, for me too, man. Like, this is exactly what I was craving. Like, I'm getting the dosage, my prescribed dosage of WoW. It's like really hitting the spot right now. The ASMR bow sounds keeping me company today. Thanks, Cargos. No problem, JG. I got you, bro. I don't know how long this arc is gonna last for me, how long I can play. Like I said, there's always like a diminished return every time I come back, but I'm just trying to enjoy it while it's here, man.
I got the best deals.
Enjoy it while it's here. But
Do I have a deal for you?
this is super fucking random, and it's maybe even gonna sound a little sus.
Hey, how you
But
doing?
I fucking I love hot dogs. Like, it's super random, man. The reason why I bring it up is like it all started the other day. I've been going to Costco a lot, right? Just like to get supplies for my business, like milk and whatever. Right? I go there a lot. I just went to the food court and like they still have that $1.50 hot dog combo. You know, you can just get like a hot dog and a drink for $1.50, right? And I was like, yeah, let me just get some of these hot dogs. Bro, hot dog is like the best, cheapest food, man. Like it's I don't know why it's so tasty, but I've been like craving hot dogs. Like I've been eating like just 1 or 2 a day, and like I bring it up because maybe it's a fun thing to talk about. Like, do you guys have any kind of like just cheap food that you like a little too much for no reason? Like it's not even like a bougie food. Like it's not even supposed to be like a delicacy or something that but for you it's like it could. I know what it is for Grace.
Keep it real.
For Grace it's peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
No.
Gray's all about the PB&J. That boy can
What's up?
live off PB&J.
Be good.
You know, PB&J for me is all right.
What's up? Keep it real.
It's pretty good. The hot dog's up there. Really stoked about the 2025 Cargos coffee and hot dog arc. I feel like Grace eats nothing at all.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Ratchet. Hope you're
You know
looking for
what's
work.
you know you know some people are foodies, right? Like, what does that mean to you if somebody's a foodie? To me, it means they're like bougie, a little like kind of like uppity about their food, and like they're really into the food. They like really like demand high quality food, and maybe sometimes to a fault. Like they won't just be able to eat some chill things. Like sometimes you just want to eat a fucking bag of Doritos, bro, and not be judged for it, right, or whatever. Like eat a fucking Twinkie, who cares? Like, but Grace is the
Hey, how
opposite
you
of a bougie,
doing?
of a foodie, like he enjoys food, but he's the
I
opposite.
got
Like
what
he eats food
Have a good one.
for function, not really
Nice
like for
money,
taste or
friend.
whatever. It's kind of cool. It's cool in a way. It's also like peculiar because it makes you wonder why. Like why? Like food is so delicious, man. Like why are you not like getting into it? You know. But I've hung out with him in real life enough times
Time is money.
to just see it. I think part of it is he has like kind of like
Hey, how you
what do you call it?
doing?
not
Keep it
IBS,
real.
but, like, he has like some like digestive issues, so I could see that maybe throwing a wrench into it. But he's I guess he's not that food motivated. Grace is not a food motivated individual. He just eats whatever is there. He just likes his tried and true tested foods and can just spam them forever. Probably the way he was raised too. Yeah, probably. Do you go one ear because the wife aggroes when you can't hear her yelling across the house too? Partially that, but yo, it's really weird. When I put both on and I can't hear myself talk, and I can't hear the ambience of my room, I don't want to play the game as long. I don't want to stream as long. I get kind of disoriented. I don't know if I'm talking really loud or if I'm talking at a normal volume.
Talk to me.
It has a very like strange effect for me. And believe it, by going one ear, I'm able to like stream longer for you guys and like and talk more normally and be less weird. If that makes sense. I don't know what it is. I have to. I feel like I can have a more normal conversation, like with one earphone off.
Yo!
It's not for looks or
good.
style purposes. or
Time
anything
is
like
money, friend.
that. Open back headphones would help with that. Interesting. Open back headphones.
Glad I could help.
Open back headphones, and they are life changing. Okay, so this is a phenomenon you guys feel too. This is how do we articulate that? You feel it's weird. I don't like the feeling when I'm sucked in. My ears are just sucked into these little cups, and like I hear the game sounds. I can't hear myself. There's closed headphones and open headphones. Yeah, totally different. Can't have closed unless you want to be experiencing privacy. Yeah, that's good. That's why you guys are like my therapist. Like I get to get that out there into the world, and you guys are receptive to it. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm having a good time today, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream, chilling out. I appreciate all the follows, all that stuff. If you want to follow me on Instagram, by the way, if you care about pickleball or my new coffee venture or whatever, here's my like business's Instagram. Believe it or not, like everything, like Instagram is such a good platform, man. Like that's where all the business development is happening for me. That's where anything is happening. Like I don't know how that platform became so good, but I feel like it's the platform.
Relax.
If anyone wants to follow along.
Got the good stuff. You see it.
Raw. Go forth.
Okay, good amount of arrows. What do we need to do? Fungal spores. We can do fungal spores here. Fungal spores, zebras, harpies. All that shit. Better than X? I never really got into Twitter, man. I feel like that's gonna really make me sound like a boomer. But I never really got into it. I never really like tweeted much. I never, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not because I'm doing it for some political reason. I honestly just never really saw the value in it. I don't really get it. But a lot of people, like, they do get it, and they're really, like, they spend too much time on Twitter. Like, what social, well, let me ask you guys. What social media platform do you spend the most time on? Another weird thing is that Facebook has made a bit of a comeback, you know, between Facebook Marketplace and like the Instagram integrations and stuff like that. Like, I thought Facebook was just going to be completely like gone, right? Like no one using it anymore, but it's made a bit of a comeback. And I mean, maybe it's also because I'm doing pickleball stuff, and like the pickleball community is older generally, and so Facebook is like the preferred platform there. But YouTube. But is YouTube really social media though? I'm talking, do you spend the most time Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that? Insta and Blue Sky. Interesting. Don't use social media? Oh yeah, Reddit too, yeah. Reddit is still the best for a niche community. Yo, Cargos, are you in the OnlyFans guild? How long have you been in that? I feel like I should have realized earlier. Yeah, like I've been in it for a little while. I did stream once, so they invited me to the guild then, and then I just haven't really like played it much. So this is my third stream doing OnlyFans. Third OnlyFans stream. But yeah, we're starting to get some momentum, man. Like once we get to like level 20, I feel like, man, we're gonna be in there. Like we're gonna be feeling like we have a legit character. Get some side down. What up, Atticus? Good to see you, dude. How's it going, bro? You playing in this thing too? The king is back. What's up, Nostalgia? How you doing, brother? What's up, Cameron? I've been following you for years. First time I can check you out live. Thanks for all the excellent quality guides. No problem, bro. No problem. No problem. I appreciate you guys very much, man. More than you know. Seeing you guys here today makes me feel like, you know, I didn't just write off 5 years of my life, or however long it's been. You know, when I look back on it, what were my years of being an active, like, really, like, prioritizing content and trying to be, like, a wow Andy? It was from 2017 to 2022. When I was essentially like trying to go full time with it and really grinding hard. 2017, 2022. Yeah, 5 years. I still played some private servers before 2017, and I still played some WoW after 2022. But that's a lot of time. You're in the prime of your life in your 20s. And like sometimes I just feel like it was a gigantic waste of time, and like I could have just accomplished way more and just been in a way better spot. But it is what it is. It is what it is. At least I have encyclopedic knowledge about a 20-year-old video game that people are going to want to play forever. Where's the lock play? It is a waste of time. Yeah, dude, Warlock kind of sounding good though. If we die on this guy, I'm down to go Warlock. Warlock sounding good. Thing is, just Warlock, it's not the safest in hardcore. Like, you know, you don't have a feign death or advantage or something like that. It's still decently safe, but Hunter levels fast. I understand the class really well, and you guys know me on Hunter a lot, so with limited time to play, I might as well just level the fastest. I think they can level the fastest, and if I have any shot at making it into a raid or something. Yo, is this for real? KARGOZ is back. What's up, man? How you been? I'm good, J-Bo. How you been, dog? Yeah, I just grinding, man. Same old, same old. Same old. But, do you guys feel as successful as you should be? Kind of a personal question, but how do you guys feel if you had to self-evaluate your own success in life? How do you feel about it? Do you feel like, yes, I have achieved what I wanted to achieve? I feel satisfactory where I'm at. Tough one. It's a tough one. I think WoW has griefed all of us to a pretty large extent. I think we could all probably agree we would be decently further along with things if we just like didn't play WoW or didn't have WoW in our life or whatever. But it is what it is. Like, do I regret it? No. I say no, but I say no with like a little bit of salt in my breath. Still alive and kicking, I consider that an absolute success. Yeah, it's true. You know, some dude in here yesterday said that he got diagnosed with cancer at 28, like last year. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't even think about that shit. Like, you're hard on yourself, or you think, oh man, I should be more successful, right? But then you realize some people are out here dealing with like it's way more serious for them. If I didn't play WoW at all, I would have just played something else instead. Shouldn't make much of a difference. Yeah. Wish I had more discipline to focus on my career instead of watching Twitch. Yeah. I do think, though, guys, that no matter who you are, no matter what career you have right now, no matter what your hustle is, I do think there never has been a better time to be an entrepreneur and start your own business. And I do believe that everyone should do that. Not quit their job and do it, but I think whoever you are right now, you're trolling. If you're not starting something of your own as well, it doesn't have to be your main thing. It could just be like a side hustle, right? It could just be like selling like muffins on Etsy or something like that, you know, or cookies or whatever. Like, but there's never really been a better time, man. Like, you can go out there, make a Shopify website, make a whatever, like a Wix website, whatever it is, and those sites used to be memes like 10 years ago. That shit used to be a meme, making a website using one of those, like, you know, pre-built framework type sites. But they've come a long way, dude. They're like deep now, bro. Like, they're super deep. They're actually really, really powerful platforms now. And you have AI, all these AI tools. You have tons of stuff in your war chest right now that you can have access to with like very little money down. So, you know, just go, just start something, man. I sell toe picks, DM's open. I have a successful career, but I want to start my own IT consulting for SaaS business soon, but I'm hesitating a bit. Yeah, it seems like that sounds good. Sounds like there's good money in that. Sounds like there's good money. What do you guys think the easiest job is that pays the most in life? So, for when you compare effort and like money, what is your vote? A pilot? A sugar baby? Okay, that doesn't count. You're probably right. And bro, I talk with a lot of, I guess the sugar babies is a different thing, right? Sugar baby is you're basically like an escort, right? But like, I guess I in the pickleball community, I see a lot of like pickleball wives and stuff, right? Where like husband just handles everything, right? And they're just out playing pickleball all day. Bro, like that's what a vibe that must be, to just not have to worry about money, not have to worry about anything, bro. You just chill and play pickleball all day, like, oh. But yeah, that's a different thing. Airline pilot for sure. So airline pilot, you're saying once you get through the training and you're certified and all that, you're saying you do the least and you get paid like a good amount. I can see that, because you're saying it's all software, like, you know, the plane is basically just running on its own and you're just there just in case. I can see that. That's actually a good input. Dude, airline pilot schedule sucks. Then you have to fight boredom, and if you F up, people die. True. True. You guys do know you can play WoW on an airplane now, though, right? I've tested this myself. You can do it on Steam Deck. You can do it on your laptop. Like, the Wi-Fi is actually good enough that you can play WoW in the air. It just titillates me every time. But yeah, that you're able to play WoW in the air. Which cracks me up. My pilot hitting the BRD hardcore. Air traffic controller is the most stressful job, supposedly. I think software, like a software engineer, is up there though. Like, once you're entrusted with a certain code base or whatever, and like the company like just, you know, entrusts you to maintain things and just keep all the lights on and make sure everything is working, that's gotta be a real good way to go. I bet you a lot of people watching right now are doing just that. Like, that's your job. You're remote, you manage a couple things, it's super chill, nothing's breaking, you know, you get to play WoW a good amount of time during the day, make good money, and you know, it's not like it's not physically laborious. That's what I'm doing right now, though. My mobile game dev job was fucking insane. Freaking gravy to be a software engineer. Chat GPT for the win. That's wild. I mean, it makes you wonder though, like, is AI gonna get good enough soon that like it might displace some of the jobs and probably not though, man. Like, you're still gonna need the humans, I swear. Like, AI can't, AI still got a ways to go towards like straight up automation. Like, you need like human guidance at every step, but it is really powerful. by the end of 2025, maybe. Honestly, ChatGPT is making business analyst jobs simple. Yeah. Bro, how easy must college be right now? Can you imagine, dude? Going through college right now? Or school in general? Is school absolutely easy mode for every single human being right now? Like, it must be so easy. Like, I'm actually kind of salty and jealous. All grades. Just use ChatGPT. Write a paper about the, you know, the Mayan culture, you know, and talk about, you know, or write a paper about Spanish conquistadors coming to the Aztec lands, and you just tell ChatGPT to write it and then tweak it a little bit. I mean, I wonder how they even get around AI, like, in academia. It's too powerful, and there's no way to, like, to stop that. Like, what do you do when it comes to tests, finals? Yeah, that's true. I just feel like it's just probably way easier to do everything now. Bro, did you see the garbage musical that won at Golden Globes? No, what was it? High school would be a lot easier just for studying. Yeah. My homie got a full-on electrical engineering completely online, never stepped into campus twice. It's kind of OP. Oh. Yeah. It's hard to know, but, like, what do you guys like think about right now? Like, so 2025, when they look back on this time, like 100 years from now, and they look back on 2025, do you think this time is going to be known as like a prosperous time, where, you know, there's like Rockefellers and Vanderbilts, like it's a robber baron type of time, an era of surplus, an era of, or is it going to be like a time of hardship, you know? I honestly have no idea, because I feel like it is really expensive out here. Like, everything is super freaking expensive, and you need to have dual income in order to just like stay like afloat. But at the same time, there's tons of like success stories and just like giggle rich people who are just like self-made, like various companies, right, and doing all this. Like, tons of successful people too. I really don't know how to get a read on it. Look at wealth disparity. That's the answer. Reduction of the middle class. So yeah, you're saying like lots of really rich people and then lots of really poor people. Too much wealth, inequality, history not going to be kind. Yeah. I mean, I want to say, if I had to guess, I think this time will probably be seen as a time of big financial hardship for people, if I had to guess. Because I don't know if it's true or not, you just hear this, but what they say is like in the 50s and 60s, right, and like post World War II and like, you know, all that, it doesn't even, to me, I'm so sensitized to the society we live in right now that I don't even believe it. But like our grandparents, right? This is true, right? Like, only one of them had to work. The dad had to work. You could literally just go work like a random job in like a factory or whatever. You never really changed your career that much. You would pretty much just stay locked in and loyal to just one company, and just, that was your career. And you made enough from that to have like, you know, like a middle class house, a couple cars, kids, stay at home wife. Like, that was real life, right? Like, that actually happened. I mean, you compare now to then, to that standard, it's not even close, bro. A lot of people still do that. They didn't have to deal with inflation, multiple wars. California is just different. Some states are still pretty cheap. Yeah, that could be true too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure California is the most expensive state. Like, I was just in New York recently. California is just ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. this Gen / millennials are fucked. A lot of stress. Most people probably can't even think about buying houses. Aren't like cocktails in Cali like 20 bucks? Yeah. Yeah, for sure, bro. I mean, the thing that I've said before on stream that made people freak out, like it was like a, you know, I'm just used to it. But here to do like preschool for your kid, like the normal rate to just have your kid go to preschool, and pretty much everybody has to pay this or you're like seen as like a bad human being that's not taking care of your child properly, is $2K per month. That is normal. You literally, if you have like a toddler, have to pay $2K per month to send them to preschool, where you're a fucking horrible human being. That's how it feels, because you know, people have to work, right? You have to make sure your kids are doing good and getting socialized and learning stuff. And when I said that on stream before, people were like, "Whoa, dude, that's crazy! Like it's only like, you know, $500 where I live or whatever, right?" And it's like, it is crazy. Like it's the most expensive time is when they're in this age, because when they go to public school is like elementary school, right? Like kindergarten, then it becomes free. So then it's way better, but you pay $245 a month for 2? What do you mean? You pay $245 for 2 kids to get preschool? How is that even possible? Is it all the way to like, you know, the evening time? Literally college level? Yeah. Oh shit, I gotta run, yeah. Get back going in third. After taking the L from me. Oh, an 18. Shit, that's scary. $500 is crazy. 2K is nonsense. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. 2K just seems crazy to me. Like, but it's just normal. I mean, I looked at some of the cheaper ones too. Like there are ones that are like $1,800 or something, right? Like it's cheaper or whatever, but it's like it's way further, and like it's just, I don't know. Bro, I can't wait until I'm through the preschool age though. My God, it's a fantasy at this point. Not having to worry about that. That's like your Trinity grammar days. Yeah, you remember that, huh? You have good memory, man. Yeah, that was the elementary school I went to in Australia. I pay like $23K a year for property taxes. That hurts. Yeah. You teach there now? Whoa, that's crazy. Do they still wear the yellow hats? And have the little like V-neck yellow and gray sweaters? Bro, preschool sucks. I'm ready, brother. I'm ready to, brother, yeah. Bro, honestly, I can see a world though why people don't have kids. Not for like not ethical, like basically the motivation to not have kids is financially driven though. I actually could see that. Like people would want kids and they think it would be amazing to be a parent, stuff like that, but like that's a real deterrent for sure, man. Like if you're just doing the math on shit, like it's like more expensive than a house, man. Like I love living in Texas. We own our home, only I work. Wife homeschools our 3 kids. That's badass. Yo, what's up, El Ram? How you doing, bro? Literally where me and my fiance are right now. We go back and forth. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Most people, you don't even plan it, right? It just happens. Wifey gets pregnant. GG. Well, it's time to make it work. Time to make... Whoa, what the fuck? Orc hunter with a bear pet at 18? It's a kind of an unusual sight. I guess he got it from Ashendale. Not something you see every day. This guy's... on that route with it. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, let's go turn in Samaflange. Not at all. Finance is a lame excuse for not having kids. They are not that expensive, just so much propaganda. I don't know though, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm not lying to you, Matt Shepard. It's literally $2 grand to put your kids in preschool. Like, holy shit. That's not a made up number. That's reality. Like, I would have to do that with 2 kids. Dude. Like, that's just like absurd. Stressing me out, bro. How many kids you got? I got 2. I got 2 daughters. One's 3 and the other one is 5 months. Yeah, good to see you, Elram. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, that NorCal living cost is no joke. Yeah. Did you hear the truth about Michelle Obama? No. I don't follow politics too much. Bro, honestly though, you know how we were talking about hot dogs earlier? I do believe that that is the most cost-effective way to stay nourished. And yes, you'll probably get cancer at some point from eating tons of processed meats, but I think that is the cheapest way to stay fed in life. You get a Costco membership and you just eat dongers every day, dude. You just eat like 3 to 4 dongers per day and you're at like under $10 of eating. And then after like doing that for like a year, you buy a house. And that's the hot dog investment strategy. Glizzies? Yeah. Diet 60. Yup. Yeah, dude. It's the Costco the Costco Glizzy investment strategy. I'm telling you though, $1.50 for what's $1.50 anymore? Bro, you can't even buy gum for $1.50. Oh god, like it's probably like $4. Colorectal cancer. Oh shit. I really like, yo, who here could eat hot dogs for a week straight and be fine taste wise? Like I could do it. I like hot dogs enough. They're very delicious to me, bro. I eat some with relish, I'll eat some with mustard, some with ketchup, I'll eat some plain. I could do it. I'd be fine, you know. If health concerns aside, purely on taste, Glizzies for a week would not be bad. It would not be bad. Cancer speedrun? Cargo's like wieners updates? No, 100%, bro. I love those big Costco wieners, bro. Those are my type of glizzy. Sour cream and chili on the hot dogs? Yeah. I love hot dogs way too much. It's unhealthy. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat, bro. I like them too much. For a cheap food, they're like so tasty. I don't know what it is about them. Like, so hot dogs. People in Europe, like you guys eat hot dogs too, right? This is something we're all on the same page with. You probably eat some European equivalent though, like a bratwurst or like a Wiener Schnitzel or something like it. It's different bread, different whatever. But the American hot dog that you get at like, you know, on the street in New York or at like a sports game or whatever, those hot dogs are boiled, right? Those are boiled hot dogs. Am I right? They're just sitting in water and they just put them on a bun that's not toasted. There's nothing added to the bun. There's no butter. There's nothing. It's just a straight up plain cheap ass bun. Why is that just like the tastiest thing ever? Like I unironically find those type of hot dogs way tastier than if I were to like pan fry it in my house, right? And like cut the hot dog in half and add like garlic powder and all that. There's something about the boiled hot dogs where you get the snap on the casing and just put into just a plain generic like Dollar Tree bun. It like hits the spot like so much for me. I don't know why. Are you Filipino? I'm half, yeah. I'm half white, half Filipino. Okay. Oh shit, bro. Okay. Okay, hold up. Resist on that. Okay, we need to put the pet on here ASAP. Oh, we're dead. Wow. That happened so fast. Resist on the sticky glue. Shit. It's okay. It's only level 13. Let's go right now. Let's just go again right now. Before anything, before any pain sets in, we just go again. And we go hunter again. Man, that's what happens. He's talking about glizzies. Hunter again or warlock, bro? Let's go warlock. That plane strider was fucking built differently, bro. My god. Deleting in solidarity, thank you. What up, Winky? Even the topic of hot dog killed your character in game.
Troll Hall.
Yeah. That's what you get, man. My bad, boys. Fuck. I mean, at least it's only level 13, though.
Blood and thunder.
A couple hours. Alright, it's all for the best. The warlock arc starts right now.
Zug zug.
Zug zug. Yeah, we should get immolation for show. Get immolation. 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. My bad voice. Unlucky.
What can I help you with?
We keep the water. There you go.
Be safe, Raw. Speak, friend.
Strength and honor.
Taboo.
Hot dogs don't give you cancer. Just another myth from RFK. Simps trying to bring in the New World Order. No thanks. You play better when talking about existential issues of aging and questioning career choices. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Burger Meat? How you doing, man? Glizzies and death. It was the boiled hot dogs take. Wait, was that just? Whoa! Look at my views, though. Oh, man, I should die more often. Over 400. My God, you get OnlyFangs in the title and then you die. Oh my God! Hello, everyone. Hello. We were like 100 viewers before. What's up, guys? KARGOZ discovers dying for content. Yeah. You get a momentary spike in viewership, and then it goes down to like 10 viewers when people realize you're back to Duratar and cactus apples. Oh, we're going to be looting cactus apples though. Perfect. Perfect timing to show for our coffee. Good old Goldshire Farm smoked sausage. Best part of waking up. Best part of waking up is cactus in your cup. That doesn't work. Cactus doesn't work. That doesn't sound like a good way to wake up. Is the coffee ground already? I don't have a grinder. You can order it ground. Yeah, you can order it ground. There's an option. You can order it ground, yeah. But to be honest, bro, like you really should just get a grinder. Like you can just get like a hand grinder that can grind as fine like for espresso on Amazon. Like just for like 10. Like, I swear it's for like $10. You should. It's worth it. But if you want the ground coffee, that's what Grace drinks. He just buys it ground. You die already? Yeah, I kind of got a little. I got a little carried away talking about hot dogs, and sticky glue resisted. The pet wasn't able because you know what it was too. Actually, you know why I died too. I used the potion, right? So that generates a lot of like healing aggro, and the pet just like couldn't get the mob off me. So, and it's probably a misplay there in terms of like. If you went back and looked at it, like I should probably try to micro the pet, like even if I'm getting really low and it's like scary, just micro the pet over to get the other mob off me, you know? It is what it is. Targeted a red mob, started it. 13 into 17, 18 more, yeah. 100%. Okay, we're on Warlock. So Warlock, we die again, we go back to Hunter. Yeah. You know the worst part of Duratar though is when you're leveling in Duratar. If you're a streamer, you look like horrible. Like you look like orange. Are you playing on a PvP server at all? No, man. I'm just playing this right now. I haven't been playing anything at all. This is just the only thing I got going right now. But they did launch some other fresh servers, right? Like there are like a couple era freshes as well that they did with this hardcore stuff. Cargo's Unlocked giving me 2019 vibes. PvP. Just one though. Thanks for the follows. Gotta incorporate cactus apples into your coffee somehow. Yeah, I did already. Here, look, let me show you while we have some people here. This is my business, guys. I will show you real quick. Here we go. So yeah, this is my it's my business, Side Out Coffee, or pickleball inspired, like craft specialty coffee roastery. This is I made one of our roasts I just made for fun, in tribute to like Vanilla WoW, my favorite game, obviously. This is what it's called, Cactus Apple Morning Surprise. It's one of our breakfast, like light roast breakfast blends that I essentially just reskinned to have some fun with it. So it's just like a little limited edition thing that I'm just gonna offer for a little bit, just for fun. But the concept of it is like these cactuses right here in the game. The red thing on them. Here, I'll take this off for a second. These red little, these red cherries or whatever you want to call them, or these red blossoms, have like coffee cherries inside of them. That's like the RP of it. So. If you want to try it out, it's sideoutcoffee.com. I'll read the RP of it too, just for a second. Unleash your inner warrior with Cactus Apple Morning Surprise, a one-of-a-kind coffee roast born from the rugged deserts of Duratar. Beneath the spiky red blossoms of the infamous Cactus Apple is a secret known only to the resourceful orcs of Razor Hill. Coffee cherries brimming with untamed flavor. This roast isn't just a drink, it's the lifeblood of Razor Hill's economy, fueling both their warriors and their coffers. Whether you're preparing for a raid, crafting gear, or just starting your morning quest, Cactus Apple Morning Surprise will invigorate your spirit and sharpen your senses. Brew it strong, drink it bold, and face the day like a true hero of the Horde. KARGOZ. But yeah, I shouted out OnlyFangs on it and stuff. It's just for fun. AI generated? Oh yeah, no, it's for sure AI generated. But no, whoa, that snake was like floating. Pouring some right now. Nice, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. What all businesses have you tried? What did you hate most, and what have you enjoyed the most? Interesting question, actually. Yeah, I've tried a lot of stuff over the years, bro. A lot of stuff. Probably the business that I enjoy the least out of all of them is my pool business, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, it's honestly not a great business to be in. Is there profitability in it? Yes. Are there some good things about it? Yes. But I think the real X factor that I wasn't expecting, like my pool cleaning business, was dealing with homeowners And a lot of times, like older homeowners that really like aren't that technologically savvy, and really like, you know, take forever to do simple things and really give you a hard time if things aren't, you know, perfect or whatever, right? Like just dealing with that day to day. It was really like not enjoyable. Like when I first bought the business, I was out there cleaning pools myself and just learning the business and dealing with all of it, right? I didn't have any like customer support people to help me or anything like that, so I was having to deal with all of it, and it was frying me mentally. Like it really did not, it was not vibing. But I was getting out there and just cleaning pools, cleaning filters, just learning it and doing what I had to do. And then once I was able to like hire some help to help me do the routes, then it got a little easier. But I was still doing like customer support, right? People had issues, they would call me. Stuff is always breaking with these pools. You have problem pools that are just, they get disgusting, and there's just tons of leaves and stuff just getting just dropped in it like crazy, and just all of it was probably the least enjoyable business.
May your blades never
Most enjoyable business?
Strength for the
It's
horse.
probably this one. This coffee business. Like it's really fun, dude. Like I'm dealing with two of my passions. Like, you know, I love the world of coffee. Like it's super fun. The min-max of it, and the discovery of just enjoying different coffees, trying different specialty coffees, being part of that industry, like the espresso machines, the gadgets, the gizmos. The whole coffee world is very fun.
For the horse.
There's kind of like just an artisanal aspect to it. It's really cool. And then obviously pickleball. Like I'm huge into pickleball, so those are the two extremes. Over streaming WoW? Yeah, man. Honestly, yeah. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, if I had to do life over again, you know, and I had to make it, like basically if I started doing this coffee business like 5 years ago, instead of doing WoW and doing content creation, like it's almost certain that I'd be like, you know, just more successful than I am right now and all that type of stuff, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's bad to think like that, though. Honestly, it doesn't accomplish anything. But you know, it's just it's a more normal job. It's a more normal company. It's something that can go the distance. And if I just had that time that I could have put into it and like started building it out earlier, you know, it would probably be like a pretty big company right now, and it'd be good. But it is what it is. I'm starting it now, and it's going pretty good. So, did you sell the pool business? I still have it, actually. I just have one route and just one guy who helps me with the route. What does pickleball have to do with the coffee? Pickleball is growing like crazy, and like there's opportunity to start endemic like pickleball, you know, endemic pickleball brands that like really live the lifestyle, playing pickleball every day, networking with all the parties in there, and like culturally like just get it, you know, just on that wavelength. And at a lot of these tournaments and events, they don't actually have like pop-up coffee shops or anything like that. So it's a D2C coffee roastery direct to consumer, and the brand is thematically like based on pickleball, but we can still just function as a normal coffee company. But we're also partnering with a nonprofit called Pickleball Cares, and we're going to donate a portion of profits to this nonprofit that does youth clinics, gives away paddles, builds pickleball courts, all that. Oh, it's a few things. Did you always bootstrap, or did you ever play the investor game? I did do the investor game. My first like real company, I started in 2014 with my Halo 2 doubles partner. Or what did they call it? What did they call the 2v2 format in Halo? I forgot, bro. Like it wasn't head to head. Like double team? Was it double team? Anyway, me and my buddy who I played, you know, those MLG tournaments and game battles tournaments, like we had this idea to start like just a tournament platform where people could play like tournaments for money for games, but just make it like, you know, better, like easier to do, faster, like for lower amounts and stuff like that. So we formed this company called Esports Hero, and we raised a couple $1 million and tried that out. Team doubles, double team. I think it was double team. Yeah. Of course, good to see. This brings me back to the good old action camera, dual wheel and Elf Warrior times. Yo, guys, I think my goal was to stream for 3 hours with you today. I hit the 3-hour mark. thank you so much for joining me today. There's a good chance I'll stream again tonight. I'm really vibing and enjoying your guys' company. I'm really enjoying myself. Sorry I died, my bad. I just started talking about glizzies, man, and I just lose all judgment. But I appreciate you guys very much. Thanks for the good conversation, the good vibes, like, follow, all that good stuff. I'll be back as soon as I can. I'm gonna try to get some work done and have some sort of life balance. So thanks, guys. I'll see you real soon. Okay, I'm gonna try to host somebody. Let me see if anybody's playing this. This dude. Okay, we're gonna host Showbag. Oh no, we'll host Ompy. I fucking love Ompy. Ompy is my man's. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.